program is brought to you in living color.
It's Sunday afternoon, so
yes,
it's
it
time
is.
for Doc's Jet Party. Join Doc,
Hi.
co-host Jeff Kendall, and their
That's
guests
me.
for 2+ hours of fun, frivolity, and maybe fisticuffs. And now, here he is, your host, Doc Duckus.
We are here. Sorry you missed Thursdays. Thursday turned out to be, well, life happens, I think we're on, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah, it seems to be working. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so anyway, do we have people? Oh no, I got to introduce the cast here.
Hi. I'm here.
Kendall there, yay!
Now you can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, Tim Allen's out there too. He's got that
Hey,
lovely
Doc.
Naboo t-shirt.
Sure. Yeah, you can see now you can see it. Can you see it now?
Look at that. Ooh.
Yeah, that's another gift I got yesterday.
Yeah, it was his birthday.
Yesterday. Oh, not yesterday. My birthday was Friday. But
happy belated birthday, Jeff.
Thank you.
Yes. He's off to the fair, even the state fair.
To the fair. But I didn't eat anything weird. I just ate a foot-long corn dog. So
You eat a foot-long alligator. So.
yeah, none of that today. The alligator guy, because Joy looked around. I guess he's not here this year. She ate a fried Twinkie instead and an Indian taco. So,
Let's see if there's anybody that dares tune in. Oh, look, there's James. James Farley's out there. Aster Zombie's out there. Was I punctual? I was punctual everywhere. Like if I'm going to be there at 4:00, I'm there at 4:00.
We're here.
And yet when I was called in for a meeting with the boss, they give you see how good you were.
Yeah. Evaluation.
They gave me a C.
Oh.
I was not happy. What do you mean a C?
Mm-hmm.
How dare you? Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Astro.
Yeah, Tim Allen's here too.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Matchstick Man's out there. Hello.
Oh, Matchstick Man.
Mm-hmm.
They're in the back room.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they're in the back room. And George Music, all seasons is here. Nice to see you. And for all those who dared to watch this show, come on, Button.
I bid you welcome.
See,
Peter.
Hello, Peter.
Or should I say good evening, Peter, because it's nighttime.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. It's like 8 p.m. over there? 9 p.m.
Yeah, it's late.
No, nothing bad happened.
I
got invited away. So
busy being a hockey puck. So
yeah. When went to a hockey games, and it was weird because like when you're retired, you kind of forget what day it is.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
When the phone rings and hey, you want to go to a hockey game tonight? I'll even pay for your ticket. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. It's Thursday.
Yeah.
Oops. And then now I'm torn.
Mm-hmm.
Do I go to the hockey game? Do I make Thursday night soup? What do I do? Oh,
it was okay.
Let's go to the hockey. It was free anyway.
Yeah.
It was a free hockey game. So Thursday night.
It's a choice between me and Jeff. Hockey.
Yeah.
I've
never been to a hockey game.
Well, it's a preseason game.
Oh, okay.
So, but like the two teams were fairly, I shouldn't say evenly matched, but like it was like the whole team was winning 3-0 going into the third period, and then they started coming back and tying it up. Like, oh my gosh, what happened? We were trouncing them for a while. And there was lots of fights on the ice and all this kind of stuff.
Now, is hockey a wintertime sport?
It can be anytime.
They don't have summer leagues like they go out there.
No, not like that. Hello, Van Jack.
Yeah.
Hello. How are you? Hello.
Hockey is more expensive in the summer.
Okay. They got to keep the ice there with the milk
stuff. Keeping the whole room cool, and it's more expensive in the summer.
This is true.
Okay.
And it started as an outdoor sport. I mean, obviously, it started on frozen lakes outdoors, and then
you go find a branch and a thing of mud and just then it got to be an organized thing. And I know Americans don't know too much about hockey.
The world's been in decline ever since.
Blame Canada. But Jeff is going through like a hurricane right now.
No, just some rain.
Tropical depression or something.
Hurricane Jeff.
Yeah. Because I saw it on the Fox Weather Channel this morning. Oh my gosh, that blob is, and it was right over Jeff's head.
Yeah.
And it's like heavy rains from the Gulf to past Oklahoma. And like, oh boy, you're gonna need your umbrella today.
Or stay in or whatever. Yeah.
And I don't know. I think something's coming our way too because it's kind of dark. I got the lights on in here. It's only like 4 o'clock. What the heck? So, what's the weather like in New York there tonight?
Low 80s, sunny, which has been sunny for a week here, which we never get. Something is wrong. An apocalypse is coming. It's usually gray here. And even in the middle of summer, it's gray, and and it hasn't been. It's been like sunny every day.
Yes.
Something's wrong.
Here.
Favorite Beach Boys album. Mine is called Sunshine Dream. It's a greatest hits comp.
Okay. Mine is anything to do with greatest hits.
Yeah, that's what Sunshine Dream is.
Okay.
Mine is my favorite album, period. Pet Sounds.
I'm looking for the kick button.
I know you're looking to get rid of me. I know.
Where's the kick button? Ottawa and the Leafs play tonight. Preseason hockey started last night.
Yeah.
Was I a Wayne Gretzky on the ice? Hardly.
Well, apparently preseason started at least Thursday because that's when Doc went to a game.
No, I was nicknamed the Pylon.
Oh, okay.
Just skate around the guy. He can't stop you. That's no good. There's too many rockets going off, messing up the atmosphere.
This is true.
No, but we've got a new mini moon's going to circle us for a while.
Yeah, we have a second moon. That's what I hear.
Yeah, we've got a little asteroid that got caught in the gravitational thing. It's going to be with us for about a month and a half or something like that.
Wow.
And even after that, there's like a comet coming too. It's supposed to be visible to the naked eye, which means
is it going to crash into the Earth?
Well, they're saying no, but you never know.
You never know. Just just be prepared.
Go find yourself a shelter if you can.
Yeah. At least get under your bed. Do something.
There's something coming. Look out!
Ah!
Oh, that's all we need. What? Never eat cucumber in a women's prison?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. They might get upset. They might get upset, Doc.
I think I might get that, but that's a very odd, random thing to say, Peter.
But I will say that Jeff has like about a dozen cats or so. You ever put a cucumber behind your cat when they're not looking?
No, I don't have any cucumbers. I'll have to do that sometime.
Go get a cucumber. Make sure the cat's got their back to you. You put the cucumber right behind them when they're not looking. Get the camera out. It's a video. And they back into it and they pop like about 10 feet. It's crazy. Wow. So that's a video right there. You got ample chances to do that.
Yeah, okay.
Solo albums.
I like some of them. I like the first one a lot. The first one I think is his best one still.
I like his Smile version of Smile. Looks pretty good.
Despite Mr. Levy. Yeah, his version of Smile's good. The one about Sunshine. What was it called? That one was pretty good.
I think it was called Sunshine.
No, that's I
I don't
can't
know.
remember.
Here is a Brian Wilson.
Hey, Joe.
Oh, boys.
What's up?
Hello, Joe. What's up, Joe?
Hi.
Wait. I think he's got a haircut.
Oh, he got. I could tell in his last movie video he got a haircut.
I got one too. So.
Oh yeah, I got this one here. Cut that one.
That's right.
The hair.
All about Steve Eisenman. Lucky Old Son. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah, Lucky Old Son was a pretty good album. Yes.
Dino says hi, Joe.
I know.
No.
I don't have the right voice. I usually have a higher voice for Dino. Wow, it's amazing how sometimes your voice. I was doing the Dino the dinosaur.
Oh.
I usually have it a lot higher.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, everybody. Hello, James. Hello, everybody.
Oh, Joe is so popular. Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Hi, Joe. What's up, Joe?
Oh, I know. It's annoying, isn't it? I know. It's embarrassing. Hello.
It's okay. Hey.
Don't forget to subscribe to Mayo.
Yeah.
This week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. where we'll talk about Lost in Space. Because I'm all finished. I'm done.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what I watched last night?
Let's watch last night.
I don't want any salad.
Oh. I don't want any salad.
Yeah, I thought she was pretty good in it, actually.
Oh, that one. Yeah, with
They give her something to do.
Judy. Yeah, Judy. Yeah.
Yeah. How often
She laid down in that big plant, and the plant got her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But watching one of these a week, though, I mean, it's going to take almost 2 years to get through them all that way.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to watch more.
Yeah. Well, I was watching them with dinner, so.
Yeah. Every day is different than once a week.
About 2.5 months or so to get through the thing.
Yeah.
But you're not watching them in order, so by the time you get to the third season, you get to see the dark studio with the red floor. I'll take
it. I like the third season.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm dying for the third season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's up with that?
You wouldn't know.
Even Tom calls it. What is a body horror movie? That's what Tom Hunyadi was talking about it.
Okay.
It's a body horror movie.
Scary body. Scary body. Who knows? Okay.
I've never watched the Gomer Pile. I'm sorry.
Everything has to have genres and subgenres and sub-subgenres these days.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Well, anyway, it looks like Jeff's got a big rainstorm going on. Stay inside. His roof is leaking.
Well, it's just drifting right over there, so it's okay.
Tim and Joe, I guess they've got like dark skies threatening.
Yeah, well, yeah. Hey, it's okay.
Gloomy here. I got all my lights on.
It's sunny where I am.
Oh, that's a question for Joe.
Oh, this is like the movie discussion.
What is
my favorite Christopher Lee movie? Has Christopher Lee in it, but not prominently. Horror Hotel.
Horror Hotel.
City of the Dead.
I think I like his first Dracula movie the best. Horror of Dracula.
He's not Dracula,
No.
He would have told you that right to his face.
Yeah, he's not
Dracula. He's not Dracula.
Is that what happens when you meet him in person? You're like, I'm not Dracula.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not signing a Dracula.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Christopher Lee, damn it. So,
yes.
What? It's daytime here in a couple hours. Oh yeah, in a couple hours will be nighttime. Yeah, basically.
Yes.
It's early and
this is true.
scary. Yeah.
How could you possibly say that, Astro Zombie? Have you not seen all his movies?
Attack of the Clones?
Yeah, really. He's supposed to be fighting with one of these lightsaber thingies, in the middle of a volcano. We're standing on lava with the lightsabers. Like, I think you burned up before that would have happened. I don't know about that. That's a little far-fetched. It's almost as far-fetched as running into a talking carrot.
Yes.
That's a different planet. I could accept it.
Yeah, wearing a wristwatch.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, That's why they have on the planet. They wear wristwatches and they look like guys' faces in the middle and just accept it.
Yeah. Moisturize me. Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't like Will. So
Oh,
put him back in the
come
deep
on.
freeze. He's a no. He saved the family.
Later on, he gets older. It's later on. It's a good.
He certainly he saved
the whole thing.
the one with the attack plants. He saved both of them from the quicksand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Christopher
Yes,
Lee.
he is. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they should have cast him as James Bond. Or
Hello, Henry.
Oh, Henry's out there. Hello.
No, none of this put me back in stuff, Henry.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't know how to find them the right one. I wouldn't know how to find them at this point. There's so many of those accounts I can't even.
Oh, yeah. Is that the real Henry? I don't know. This might be a fake Henry.
Okay.
We'll see. Well, let's get into some stuff that we've bought. Let's start with Jeff Kendall, because I know during his birthday he picked up a lot of stuff.
I got some stuff, and I got some CD that some of you might not like, but I really like it. It's a CD by Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac, and it's not all blues. You might give it a try. It's really good. I really enjoy this one. Now, the only bummer of the thing I bought is Trog's CD, and these are re-recordings, so don't buy the Magic.
Yeah. Warning.
Screw that.
I got Richie Blackmore's Rainbow, a nice singles anthology from Holland.
Mm-hmm.
And now I have some $1 items.
What?
I got the Folk Years, 99 cents.
Mm-hmm.
I've got Specialty Records, Little Richard. These are the original hits.
It's Tim Allen approved.
Yes. And I got a CD I was looking for, Gordon Lightfoot, Gord's Gold, 2 albums on one CD for $1.
Yeah, nice.
And my son got me, some of you guys might not like this group, but my son got me this for my birthday. It's a box set of the groups Buffalo Springfield. I really enjoyed their music. And I like it because I like Crosby, Stills and Nash, or Crosby, Stills and Nash and Young.
No, he doesn't.
The re-recording.
That's a fallacy.
Yeah.
You never know what Tim's going to.
No, I like some of them. When they do it, I mean, sometimes they do it on purpose just to make themselves some more money, and I don't blame them. Because they got ripped off the first time.
Yeah.
Hi.
I hear you got as many new things as Robert Evans.
Oh, I got tons of stuff. I want to start out with some VCLT though. I got one of these last year too. It's the International Pop Overthrow compilation. It's a 3 CD set. This is available for like $23.99 from I forget, is it Big Stir?
Plus tax.
One of them. And it's 3 CDs. One of them's in my car. And this thing is great. It's all new bands that you never heard of. And they're really good. The CD3 is in my car still. But this came shipped to me from Stephen Schnee, but Kathy from Ski Lodge got it for me and gave it to ship to me. And I liked last year's a lot. This is even better. This is a fantastic comp. People that say there's no good new music out there, buy this. You'll be pleasantly surprised. And like I said, it's cheap. It's like $23 for 3 CDs. Good stuff. Other CDs. My store was having a sale. 49 cents for CDs and records. Didn't matter what they were. So I picked up this.
Oh, okay. The Sullivan Years, yeah.
This is like the psychedelic bands live on the Sullivan show.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Are all those performances off of Ed Sullivan?
Yes.
Okay.
All live versions from Sullivan. I picked up this just because you never find this kind of stuff. And for 50 cents, the best of Jimmy Duran.
I guess. Inka Dinka Doo.
I actually have a CD single of the best of this. But nice to have the whole thing for 50 cents. And same sort of thing. The Modernaires are a great vocal group.
Oh, okay.
And I never see their stuff on CD. I see it on vinyl. I never see it on CD. So, and they were around. They've started in with Glenn Miller, and they were still around in the 60s. They did a wonderful Herb Alpert songs where they added vocals to all the Herb Alpert and Tijuana Brass songs. It's a good album. So there's the Modernaires. I picked this. I have this, but this is a very early press, and I picked it up just because it has a different cover. This is the Etta James at Last album. But
show that to Jorgen.
First release ever of this album on CD. You can see the CD is pretty old, and
they printed chests upside down.
Yeah, I'll fix that later. And I bought this in case I ever need to adjust the tracking force on my turntable.
Yeah.
For 49 cents, I couldn't leave. This thing is in really nice shape too. It's got the book, the discs are mint. Two CD Eagle set for 49 cents.
And one of their songwriters just passed away.
Yes.
Yeah. J.D. Souther.
Yeah.
Wrote songs.
And last but certainly not least, Goodbye Cream, an original master recording.
49 cents?
On MoFi, yep. The MoFi version of Goodbye Cream for 49 cents.
Couldn't leave that behind.
No. Okay, that's the CDs. I bought albums.
Okay.
And the first day I went, I thought the sale was on, and it didn't start till a day or two later. I don't even know. I didn't care. The stuff wasn't going to be there, so I bought it anyway. $1.50, So some of these, about 50 or 60% were on sale, and about 40% weren't. 40 to 50% weren't. And don't laugh at me, but I love Christmas records, and this thing's still in shrink. This thing is minty. Bobby B, and I have a copy of this, and it's beat to hell, and it's distorted when you play it. And so this thing, I bought that. Nice condition.
It's unopened?
No, but it's in shrink.
Okay.
A lot of them even had the guy's plastic sleeves on them. So these are well cared for. This thing is minty. Peter Gordon, The Knight in Rusty Armor. They're starting to get a little psychedelic. And again, this thing is minty.
It's a good thing they got your voices back after Catwoman.
Yeah. Anybody like Donovan? I hope you like Donovan.
Yeah.
Here's the real Donovan.
Okay.
Oh, I hate the fake Donovan.
Yeah.
Here's Donovan like it is. These things are all seriously minty. These things are so nice.
Where did you get these from?
Salvation Army. 49 cents.
There you go again. You got it so made. You're so lucky.
Yeah. And then
nobody has thrift stores like him.
This one's just called Donovan.
Oh, he's got the best thrift store ever.
Yeah.
We have a question about Cream. Does it have badge on it?
No, it's their last album. Their last album isn't great. I don't know why they even did a
like 3 of his songs.
Sunshine Superman album in mono.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Mikey Tats was looking for that recently.
And the Sunshine Superman album in stereo.
Oh man, I saw those were nuts. What the heck? How in the world is this?
Where You Love Like Heaven?
Okay.
I can't believe this.
It's a Yardley commercial.
Donovan,
you just got to get lucky once in a while.
Hurdy Gurdy Man still in.
Wow. Everything Donovan.
I told you I got a lot of Donovan. Barbara Badgett. This thing is really nice. Really, really nice. Now, the first time I went, they didn't have that, but they had this, and I bought this, which is pretty nice, but it's not nearly as nice as the other one. So I wound up with 2 because for 49 cents, I wasn't leaving the other one behind. This cover isn't great, but the album is really nice. It's just one of these covers that shows dirt. It would probably clean up, but
I've never seen so much Donovan in one place.
I never had either. Look, it's still going.
Yeah.
It's like,
And 49
Donovan
cents,
collection.
Yep.
49
Well,
cents.
some of these were a buck. Some of these were a buck, and some were 49 cents. This was 49 cents. I've been looking for this for years. This is his 2 CD or 2 record box that came out.
Oh, okay.
I've been looking for a copy of this for years, and there it was for 49 cents. It's got the book. It's got everything. The box isn't perfect, but it's okay. It's not. The corners are busted a couple places. Yeah. You know, you're gonna see. You know, it's a box from the 60s. This one.
Yeah.
And all of these records are minty. Some of the covers aren't. Most of the covers are. Yeah. And the last of my Donovan, but not the last record. Donovan Greatest Hits Volume 2 UK. I buy.
You need to make a video.
I might.
With my Tim stuff, yes.
And the Magic of ABBA. ABBA's K-Tel album. I couldn't pass it up.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
But weirdly, ABBA didn't make this record.
It's K-Tel.
No, or K-Tel didn't. Warner. This is a Warner Special Products record.
Oh.
Weird.
So it's better. It's better than if K-Tel made it by like quite a bit, actually. And it's even a gatefold. A K-Tel single record gatefold. How often do you see that?
It's unbelievable.
Janis Joplin's Pearl. Very nice shape. Johnny Cash, Golden Hits Volume 1 on Sun. Now, this is obviously not a 50s album. This is a reissue from later. Johnny Cash's Greatest Hits Volume 1 on Columbia. This thing is like it's so white and bright. And I mean,
it's blinding.
This thing is, all of these are really nice shape. Changes, Johnny Rivers. They had a bunch of Johnny Rivers. I only went for this one because it's a later one. I've got quite a bit of Johnny. So you can't have everything. Well, you can, but
I don't know. It looks like you can.
The Everly Brothers, the Little Chicken Listen album. I don't know because there's a promo sticker over the front with the songs on it.
Yeah, it looks like it came from a radio station.
Yeah. WECW.
But it's not a promo copy. It's not like stamped promo or anything on the label.
Yeah, they have to go buy their own.
I have this, but this is a much needed upgrade.
Oh, yeah.
Paul Revere and the Raiders Kicks. And Spirit of 67.
Yeah.
Wow.
Again, I mean, these things are all like nice. This cover's a little dirty. The record's minty. I have this too, but again, this record.
That's my favorite album of theirs.
Yeah,
this record is so nice. So,
I still have.
couple of Ian and Sylvia albums, later ones.
Wow.
Folky
Which
stuff.
one's Sylvia?
It's quite obvious. Another Ian and Sylvia album. Just because I didn't have any Loggins and Messina. Told you I got a lot. This one's still in shrink with the hype sticker. Loggins and Messina.
And still 49 cents.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, some of these again were a buck. I've mixed them in.
Yeah.
I've never owned this album. Spiral Staircase.
Oh.
Really nice copy.
Oh, wait, a big question.
Tell you, Tim, I used to have this problem too. I used to buy all that stuff.
I have the 45. I don't have the album. I've never had the album. I have the 45.
Like, man.
He's got the How Do You Do.
This I picked up just because I've never seen it. I'm pretty sure it's an import, but it is an import. Barry Manilow.
Wow.
Live in Britain.
Wow. He writes the songs. So I hear it.
He doesn't.
49 cents. They had a bunch of Sandy Nelson, but this was the nicest condition one.
I just loaded a bunch.
So Sandy Nelson, he's a drummer for those that don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have the warning about bad language on it.
No.
Mm.
And Lloyd Price, Mr. Personality, is 15 greatest hits on ABC. This thing is just perfect condition. So,
wow.
2 more.
Okay.
A 3-record Time Life George Jones box set.
Wow. 49 cents. Ooh.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
And a 3-record Tabby Wynette.
Ooh, okay. Good little country too.
These things are starting to fall over. So, Doc, make me small. I need to fix my records now before they all fall over.
Fascinating.
Big struggling. Come on.
Yeah.
I tell you, I got such mixed feelings watching that because I watch it and I'm like in awe of all those great finds on the one hand. And then I'm thinking how I kind of want to do that again. Like that's what I was doing, buying a lot of things. And then I realized now I'm getting rid of a lot of things like that. So I'm like all mixed up.
Yeah, 49 cents. Wow.
Yeah, but when you're spending 49 cents, you can afford to do it.
Well, not the money reason. I just mean like, the space and never listening to them for me anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So yeah, I went a little nuts, and I could have bought more, but I gotta show a little restraint.
I only have one thing.
What you got, Doc?
I've got a CD of Franz Ferdinand.
Oh, okay.
They had that CD. They had that CD for 49 cents, and I passed it up, Doc.
I sent it out.
Yeah.
But I like it though. I knew the song "Take Me Out," so I figured for $1, why not try? I like the whole thing, so
okay,
not bad for $1. Hey, thank you very much. Thank you. Now let's go to Joe. What do you got, Joe?
Oh, wait a minute. I don't have anything ready to go. I do have stuff, but I don't have anything ready.
Just right. You're fired.
Because I picked up a lot of 45s and a couple of albums. Yeah, it's just still getting vinyl, but
the thing is, I want to talk 2 albums I left behind because I didn't know on yesterday I went back and some of this I got yesterday. And I didn't know the sale was still on. There's no signs up or anything. And I couldn't believe it was still there. They had a minty, more of the Monkees for $2.99, but I didn't want to spend $2.99 for it, so I left it. And a minty best of the Mamas and Papas for $2.99. And if I had known they were 50 cents, I'd have grabbed those too, obviously.
Are you familiar with? They called the Royalettes girl group.
Never heard of them.
There was this.
They did shorts. No, that's the Royal Teens.
No, they do. I can't remember the name of their big song, but they do other versions of other songs, like covers of other songs. They're black girl group, and I really was going to get this album, then I passed on it. But anyway, I never heard of them, but it was a good album because we played it at the store.
There's a $750 record.
Hey.
I saw that short.
Oh, that. Hey, look, well, it ain't happening. If I wanted to, I could go in the stash and get it. It's going to take a miracle. Is that this song originally?
Oh, they do "River of Tears" and "There He Goes," etc.
But anyway, it was good. But yeah, I want that "Please Please Me" record, but I'm not going to spend that kind of money. But I wish I could get it. I'd like to have it.
I just want to go back to this. Did you hear they had to postpone the pilot for Bewitched? What?
No, I did not know that.
Somebody must have been watching Mr. 9G.
Yeah, really. I don't know. This sounds like clickbait. But I haven't seen much of that in the last week. However, I did get one that had find out why Vicki Lawrence walked away from Mama's Family.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
I want to show my Four Seasons record again, but because now George is here. But now I was amazed that I picked that up. I didn't need any more Four Seasons on vinyl, but Then I was playing it at the store, and it was different. The stereo was better, I thought. And then George told me it's true. It's a sought after album. The one I picked up. It's like a unique comp.
So does anyone here know why Vicki Lawrence walked away from Mama's Family?
Probably because it was canceled.
Yeah.
If I see her at the Chiller Fest at the end of October, I'll ask her because I might go to that. She's going to be there.
Yeah. So I didn't have to watch that. Like, and it's half an hour too, like 30-minute video to find out that it was canceled.
Yeah, in the last 15 seconds, they'll tell you the show was canceled. And
I know. Since I'm not close. Get out of here.
Hey, Steve.
Hi,
What's up?
Steve.
Hi, Steven.
Is there a ski lodge this coming week? I didn't see anything advertising it. So, is there going to be ski lodge next week? Royal Teens did short shorts.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
Wow. He was only 15 at the time, went to number 3. Wow. Unbelievable. But that's probably not him on the stage with Frankie Valli right now. Like, those guys look like they're 30 years old. And Frankie Valli looks 90 and barely moves his mouth.
Yeah, I saw some clip of him, they played the music over his mouth, and he was just like, it wasn't even like trying.
No, it's sad. Boris Karloff in The Mummy looks way more energetic than Frankie Valli does when he plays live.
It's a shame when people are spending money to see this poor guy stand on stage and mouth.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever.
What the genius of a 15-year-old who wears short shorts. Yeah. Very smart after Mayo.
The album. I should show the damn album, but it's not much to see.
Wow. Ski Lodge is number 158. It was a good show. Yeah.
He did that many.
Yeah. What number is this stupid thing? 197.
Wow.
I've done 197 of these stupid things. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Back in the days when we had Van on Wheels and all these other crazies on. Who'd have thought? That's like over 2 years worth, I guess.
Yeah, quite a bit.
A couple I don't know. I'm hearing rumblings about StreamYard may not be free anymore.
Hey, if people got to pay $45, no more free.
Yep, and
we'll give them like 3 hours a month or so, a week.
No, they're not going to give them anything. Apparently, that's the latest rumor. I don't know how true it is. The latest rumor is they're going to do away with free, which is just going to chase everybody to other platforms that still have free. There are other platforms that have free.
Yeah,
I'll be walking away.
If it was a choice between staying and paying $10 a month, like they started or something, I could see maybe doing it. But $45 a month, nobody's gonna.
When did it? I still don't understand the $10. How did it ever get $10?
It was $10 when it started, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that's for nothing. We all want to pay $1 or free or $10. Well, let's get realistic. This has been going on for a lot of years. I mean, it shouldn't be $10 anymore. I mean, $10 is nothing.
Yeah, but if you get enough subscribers, it doesn't cost them any more money to have you on there for however long. How much you stream doesn't cost them any more money. So, I mean, you could have it $10 for everybody and legitimately make a lot more money than you could getting rid of 2/3 of your audience and charging them, or your members, and charging them $45. You'd make more charging everybody $10 because you'd have a lot bigger clientele.
I don't see how they could still charge $45. How that could stick for very long when there's so many free ones out there.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're just gonna ruin themselves.
Well, and they don't know. They sold it anyway, right? They don't.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe that's it. Maybe
that's it. Yeah, somebody else bought it.
Okay. well, they're making a huge mistake, but let them. You know, there's other places to go.
Yeah. I'll have another thing in that corner.
I forget what it's called. The one Dusty Spins started using for a while.
I don't know if it's him, but
they were good.
There's one called Restream that everybody.
Yeah, Restream is the one.
Yeah,
and they were like $15 a month or something like that, which is a lot cheaper than $45.
Mm-hmm. That might be the new thing right there. StreamYard is going to lose all their company or whatever the business.
Mm. And people that stream alone always forget that if you're not going to have any guests or anything, you can just stream on YouTube. You don't have to, you know, you can just use YouTube for free and to stream if you're not having guests.
That's true. I like the company. I don't want to be alone.
Well, no, I get that, but there are a lot of people that stream alone and still use the service, and you don't have to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. We'll see what happens. It's coming near the end of September. I'm sure whatever goes down is probably going to happen in October.
You have to pay for
October. I got a message saying October 15th is going to be. That's the day that the payments are due.
Frankie Valley looks like an animatronic running out of power. Like a Disney robot, like or something. that would be frightening. Maybe he is an animatronic. I don't know. He doesn't move like the other ones. The other four guys are doing all this stuff, and Frankie's might be. Well, that's our show for tonight. Thank you very much. Right up. Yes. Oh, just when we hit 30. Oh, wow.
Great.
Okay. I guess we can stay a little longer. I can play some Pac-Man if anyone cares.
Play some Pac-Man or do the.
Well, I don't want to watch you
game.
play. How about we play too?
Well, it doesn't take me long, really.
I will have to say, I looked around and the 2 CD set of the reissue of that Living the Material World by Harrison is very affordable. Because right now it's going for $25. So hopefully it'll go down a little bit. That's the one
the show is saved. Look, it's Robert P.
Robert P. Hey, Robert P.
Hello.
What's up?
Hello, Robert P.
You said hello to Robert. You said hello to me, though.
I did say hello to you.
Hello, Joe.
Oh, Robert.
I've been going through my CDs, grabbing stuff I want, grabbing stuff I don't want. But I heard you were leaving.
Well, if nothing's going to happen, okay, we're done.
Well, I had a couple things I can show.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
What you got?
A couple things to show. But, oh man, my friend that helps me out, he sent me this.
Okay.
What is that?
Yeah.
The Savage Young Beatles.
They look savage too. I wouldn't want to mess with them.
Alternate cover. That was pretty cool.
That Pete Best guy, ooh, he looks so frightening.
The shadows throw me off a bit, but it's from the original negative, supposedly. But when he got these made a few years ago, I guess he found a stack of them and he sent me one. Said, "Hey, I found this. It's not there's no album in it, but alternate. It's hard to see. My light must be off.
You're getting a reflection.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Paul is tripping there.
Yeah, this is an alternate cover one that.
Like, come on, boy.
5 years ago. Yeah.
And he's still alive in that picture.
He's wearing
flip flops, which means he's still alive.
Yeah, I know. That's what shows you how silly it was when he said it. It was like he did it deliberately or something.
And then
alternates with shoes.
The other thing is there are some of, I think you saw my Facebook post.
Oh yeah.
I have some stereo covers with colored vinyls that are available. White and purple is what's left.
Does Beatle Brad know about this?
Beatle Brad is getting a purple one. And Robert S. got one. And Robert P. got one. So
that's 3 right there.
And then this is maybe a question for Doc or anyone else if you don't have it. Do you own this CD?
Well, I've got the box set.
Oh, you do? Okay. With the two CDs and DVD?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just ask because I had a spare one.
I own it like 3 times. I recently got the Russian bootleg.
It's on gold. It's on gold. Okay, what about this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
You have that one too.
Got that one too.
Okay, because that's a spare one if somebody needs it. I'm just going through my file back here.
Extras.
And I ordered the deluxe set of this one, Treasure Cat in the Fire or whatever it is. Teaser and Fire Cat. If anyone's interested in, and it's got a bonus disc in the back with the Jack Monomug Jackum, whatever. So the 2 CD set.
Yeah.
Boney Maroney.
Well, anyways, it's good. It's the other 2 albums. Is not his first 2, but like the 3rd and 4th.
Yeah, he's got them.
She's got them. Yeah.
How big is that box one? I think it's the same one I have. It came with 2 CDs and a DVD.
Yeah, I have it too.
All right, I see. But didn't it have a slip cover too?
No, it's just a box.
I don't think they all came with a slip cover.
Okay.
I have one, and mine doesn't have a slip cover either. I think some did and some didn't.
Okay.
Well, either that or the people discarded them and they were.
Yeah, that's a possibility, but yeah, I don't have the slip cover.
I'm just curious. Well, that's not a lot to show, but I'm just saying those are what I have that I got, and if someone's interested, and a couple other spares of Rubber Soul Mono to Stereo.
Oh,
which is it's the UK version. Mono to Stereo. Center vocal, Please Please Me. Dr. Abbott disc. With the Beatles, Please Please Me. Sorry, with the Beatles, Dr. Abbott disc mono. Center stereo vocal. And then we got MGM. It's one of my transfers from the original album. And Ain't She Sweet. I think Joe might have. I'm going to send these to Joe. I don't remember.
Yeah, I got a bunch of those.
But anyways, these are some extra ones. I didn't know if anyone was interested. And I was curious if Jorgen had gotten the thing yet. I didn't double check the
he's already made a video about it.
He made a video about it. I haven't watched the video, but he made a video about it.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm on his, bell thing. What the heck's going on? Notification bell, all that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was like Thursday. It was a couple of days ago.
Yeah, he made a video.
Robert P.
At least it made it to him. I was more afraid because it took Yeah,
he had this gigantic knife he was going to open the box with.
Yeah, Doc Astro Zombie says you could be the next PewDiePie. That's a good idea.
Oh, wow.
Maybe you should do that. You should make a gamer channel and you can make big bucks. Millions of dollars.
Watch me play Pac-Man. Come on.
That's an idea.
Well, I was just curious.
Yeah, he was like so happy. Like, oh, look what I've got. It's a box from Robert P. And I've got this machete to open it with.
Yeah.
I'll go watch it after I leave.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it didn't get any notification, which is okay. When you ship something off overseas, you don't know what's happening. I'm shipping one to Japan tomorrow with 10 albums in it of this, like the colored vinyl. My friend in Japan ordered 10 colored vinyls. He ordered four white, 3 purple, and then he ordered some other ones that he wanted. And I'm shipping them all out at once, but I just hope they get there.
Just as long as I don't get any notifications for Rick 9G. That's all I care. But did you know it's 9 days till Jimmy Carter turns 100?
Wow.
I don't get. I get some of Joe's notifications, but not when he goes like live or anything. I get your show stuff, but not your live stuff.
I get them like 24 hours later. I get like, this person is live posted 23 hours ago. I'm like, oh, that's nice. Great.
Does that happen with just me or everybody?
Happens with everybody. Happens with everybody. I get things sometimes 3 days later on Facebook. I'll get 3-day-old notifications. It's like what?
I did notice like he had this video up the other day, and I got notification, and then I go back and I go, wait, he was live 3 times yesterday. I didn't get any notification. Not that I watch every single time, nothing personal.
Oh, no, well, who can?
But we're busy. But I'm like, why am I not getting my notifications? Is what I was worried about. And if I missed your birthday, Jeff, I'm sorry.
Well, it's okay.
I can't remember. I think I said on Facebook.
Yes.
Remember.
Thank you. Now I'm as old as you are.
You did mention, unfortunately, you're as old as I'm that old.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a ton of stuff for his birthday.
He's older than we are.
Yeah. Doc is older than.
Doc is older.
Never mind.
And I'm glad you got your brakes fixed. I'm sorry you had to pay the money, but it's okay.
But you know what? You know what? When you go to get your brakes fixed or anything that to get your car fixed with, why is it that when you go to the auto repair stop thing, you park your car, you go inside, hey, I've got this going on, can you fix it? Yeah, sure, we can bring it in, just have a seat. You have your seat, and about 5 minutes later, they go out to get your car, they bring it in, they do the job, bring it back out, you pay, and you go to get into your car, and you fall on the floor. Because they've moved the seat and everything.
Oh, yeah, way back.
Why the hell can't they just go 200 feet without touching the seat or the, my steering wheel was pointed to the sky.
The radio's on.
I'm trying to think of what you meant, but okay.
Yeah,
I can't even get in your car. It's too low.
I'm kind of short, so I got the seat up so I can see over the steering wheel and stuff, right? So as soon as you go in, well, thanks a lot. Plump. You only have to drive at 200 feet. Come on.
Yeah. You better do a rant video about that.
Yeah. That is wrong.
Safe. I'm sorry. That's probably some sort of state and federal law that they have to. I mean, to get in a car and drive it, you have to adjust the mirror. You have to adjust everything every time. That's the law.
I had one of those things that had the memory seat. It's not so bad, I guess, right? You hit the little button and it goes back to where you want it. But I don't have that, so like plump on the floor.
When you do your rant video, have the dashboard here and your arms way up here when you do the rant video.
Yeah, now wait a minute.
They didn't go like after they backed that other thing, they went around the parking lot a little bit and brought it back. And your car's ready. Face the money and
they had to adjust the seat so they could see.
Yeah.
I want to see above the hood though. I don't want to.
Well,
yeah.
So, but they put it on the floor and I fell in. Oh, jeez. Raise it up. So I can see out. But yeah, why is that?
Yeah, I wouldn't have helped you fix it if you brought it here, but okay, it's over.
Well, it cost me a whole $620 in case. Oh yes, new pads and rotors on the front.
Oh, I had that done recently.
Yeah. So.
Well, if I need it done, I will either do it myself or find someone that will help me down the street, my brother, because I will not pay that kind of money.
Well, I paid that kind of money, but it's done now. I feel a lot better now driving it than like coming up to a stop sign here. Everybody going, what the hell is that?
No. Is that just the front? It's a front wheel drive car?
Well, no, it's a rear wheel drive car, but it was the front brakes that were the problem.
And did they tell you anything about the back brakes? Just out of curiosity.
No, I don't speak Portuguese. I don't know.
Now I'm hearing back brakes issues.
Yeah.
They didn't check. I just wonder if they checked them all while they were doing
it. They did.
I'm sure they did because if they need bad brakes, that's another lot of money. So I'm sure that they did. They're not going to let them get off cheap if they can help it.
But yeah, I saw them take the back tires off. So
we'll give you a deal. We'll do $1,200 for both.
Yeah. So, but of course, they don't have anything in stock though. So like while I'm sitting in the chair, duty, and then some other car shows up, like maybe the Ford dealer, You know, like, yeah, we have the brakes in stock, and they came with a couple little flat boxes and dropped them off, and it's there's like new brakes. So
Well, at least they did the work. I sat for 3 hours waiting for tires, and they never took my car in. And I'm like, "Where's my car? Is it done?" They go, "Oh no, we haven't brought it in yet."
Yeah.
And I
I
just said,
don't know what this has to do about brakes, but what's your favorite Jimi Hendrix song?
Mine?
Me?
Everybody's, I guess.
Smash hits.
The only one that would be. Well, there's two of them probably, but people pick a lot. I mean,
I don't know them by heart.
I'm picking all your experience for me.
Mm-hmm.
I probably listen to the greatest hits more than
Yeah, the smash hits.
I have 5 albums. That's it.
Yeah, smash hits.
Congratulations, Henry.
Oh boy.
Don't forget to say, welcome to Walmart. Very plain.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Mm.
I like the second album. I know I'm probably alone there, but I like the second.
We always find something extra.
I don't know them in order. That's my problem. I don't remember which one came first.
I just remember the songs.
Are you experienced or?
Yeah, Our Experience is the first album.
What I thought, but
I can never remember the name of the second album. That's why I said the second album.
Which one's Axis Bold as Love? Which one's that?
Axis Bold as Love, Band of Gypsies. I'm trying to remember. There's one more. I just had them out today because I'm going through my whole collection saying, what do I not want or what do I have doubles of? And I sold about 6 or 7 little box sets that nobody here wanted.
I have it. No.
Peter here is clairvoyant.
They had fried Oreos at the fair, but Joy decided to get a fried Twinkie instead.
I have a bottle of this in the fridge.
Do you?
Flavored Coke?
Oreo flavored Coke. I
heard it's interesting. I hear the cookies are bad, but the Coke is interesting.
I will.
I've got a bottle in the fridge.
There's Coke flavored Oreos to go with your Oreo flavored Coke.
I will wait for the video.
But what about the middle of the Oreos or with the Coke? What are you going to do?
I don't know that.
The little white part in the middle and the dark part.
I think there's little pieces of Coke in them. I don't know.
And,
I heard it's not good. I heard it tastes kind of burnt-ish. It's weird.
What
And
kind
it's
of Coke?
generic. It tastes like generic cola, not really Coke.
Is it this kind of Coke or this kind of Coke? I'm just kidding.
Might
I
be.
know, but yes, I've got a bottle of it. So
Remember John Lennon?
Oh, yeah.
I suppose that could happen. Yeah.
Snorting Pepsi.
Well, yeah, exactly. Oreo cola does not even sound.
No, I heard it's okay.
You know, it's
I
like
used to have like black cows when I was a kid where you pour Coke or Pepsi into milk.
Oh, is that where they got the idea from?
I'm thinking.
But like when they had the Coca-Cola spiced, I avoided it for the longest time, thinking it was going to be spicy.
Yeah.
Until I finally did. It tastes like raspberry. Why didn't they?
Yeah, I had that.
Why didn't they just call it Coke Raspberry? But I think it's off the market now. I haven't seen it for a while.
The best new pop that I've had, and you've had it too, is that black cherry Verner's. I thought that was very tasty. Very tasty.
Yeah.
What's everybody doing drinking that stuff? I've just had somebody. I've just been drinking it.
Well, I keep it around in case we have guests, and I've had maybe 1 or 2 a month. We don't drink pop every day, no.
I stopped it like for months, and then I had it again.
What does that mean?
5?
It's called hitting the wrong button.
Oh.
There. Now I get it. Okay.
This is 90% of my work.
Yeah.
What's your favorite pop if you do drink pop? Just for curiosity.
Pop. I like cherry Pepsi these days.
I don't drink it anymore. I'm drinking the strawberry flavored water.
Well, I don't drink it that much either, but when I keep it around the house, I like the Verner's.
No, this is 10 calories a bottle. That's why.
And if someone does get sick, I have Verner's.
Yeah.
Calms the stomach sometimes.
Oh, you got some. Now, where's the white part?
I can't believe Doc's still up and running. Between the cereal and the soda and stuff.
Everything bad for me, and I've never been to a doctor. But now we've got Oreo Coca-Cola.
Oreo Coke.
No, remember, Mom run on Coke for 103, right?
So, like, I would suspect this should taste like chocolate, right?
Or something. Or
You got me, or the cream inside, I guess.
mm-hmm.
I don't know. I saw that on the shelf and went, what? What are they trying to do now? So I says, I think there's a video in that. So
Yeah.
Trying to sell product.
Yeah, if we get Oreos, I cut the middle out, throw it away, and I just eat the cookie because I don't like it.
to crack it in two and
Yeah,
scrape
like
off the white stuff with your teeth.
Put it in there.
Yeah, I don't like the cream. I just take it
I
out.
don't like the cream.
No.
Ooh. Well,
Cut
anyway,
the
yes,
cream
I
out
do
of
have
the
a bottle
cookie.
of this. So,
Now you're going to have get some Oreos and have an Oreo Coke and Oreos. And
well, now I hear that they have Oreos that taste like Coca-Cola.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
But I said, I've heard those aren't good. I've heard the cola is good, but
Well, Doug knows I make my own cookies if I can. I make peanut butter and chocolate.
Diabetes.
Yeah, it's getting there.
yeah.
They're gonna make a Captain Crunch Coke. They'll do anything.
Hey. Yeah.
They sit in the boardroom and think these things up. They have to.
they got to sell to the cinnamon first, and then
Oh, pumpkin spice Coke.
Okay.
There you go.
Everything
Yeah.
pumpkin spice these days.
Well, it's that season, pumpkin spice this. And by the time Christmas, it's cinnamon this and that. And
It's pumpkin spice Beatles.
there you go. See?
Yeah.
You have that one, Joe?
No. Is that an original one of those, or is it a?
No, it's a reproduction or
Yeah.
fantasy of what the other cover. Remember, that did
Right.
come out in '65. With the 8 songs on it. A yellow
Yeah.
cover and a red cover.
The yellow one, yeah.
They're only worth about $20-$30, even the old one. They're not that rare. I do like it though. I like the cover.
Custard cream Pepsi.
Mm.
Never saw it. But back in the days, they had like vanilla Pepsi and blue Pepsi, and I don't know what. I think there was a pink one with tastes like bubble gum.
Well, yeah. Mm.
I've had the different flavored Mountain Dews. Some of those in the past I've had that were really, really
Yeah, I know,
strong.
but what flavor is Code Red? What is that?
I don't know.
Or they give them these weird names that it sounds like Electric Mountain Dew. Or what is it?
My kids like the Blast one, whatever that tastes like. I don't know.
Oh, Baja Blast.
Yeah, I think that's the one they like.
Yeah, it was only available at Taco Bell's for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But then
There's some kind of orange one that's got extra caffeine or something that's orange, but I've never seen that.
Just going down the aisles of the supermarket is like eye-opening. What now? What is this? Yeah, so then I see that and I go like, yeah. So,
It's too hard.
do we not have
That.
cream biscuits?
See that one there? That's the one I bought. I bought the peach one. It's a peach color. It's hard to see.
Peach marble. That sounds delicious.
Mm-hmm.
I bought. That's the one I liked, so I bought it. They only have one like that.
No.
Got that one. And I made my own labels too. I started. This is for a record.
Oh.
It's a Canadian label, and I found a record that had a damaged label that was mono, so I put Canadian labels on both sides for my Canadian butcher, like you have, Doc.
Aha.
And I made an album that fits in my Canadian butcher mono.
Whoa.
They had an old mono record that was nice, but it was American, same album. I made those labels to stick over the other labels. Got one over here. Hang on. Oh,
Way over there.
hang on. Yeah, I just did this for kicks, And then you just stick them on. And this was like the first one I tested, so that's not great. But and what's good is they're like really stuck on good, but you can peel them if you really want to. So,
Well, but who would want to?
well, I'm just saying this is not even the Beatles record, but I just stuck them on just to test.
Oh,
with an old-
so anybody who plays the records gets an earful of Etta James or something.
Yeah, but
Ooh.
some of these fantasy records don't have records in them. So I said, okay, I'll make some labels and, make them look like what belongs in there just for kicks. And I had a old mono Beatle record that was in nice shape, but the labels were messed up, cracked. Mm-hmm. So I put a new label and I made it into a Canadian record with the actual songs.
You can make it into whatever you want. You can make a Yugoslavian or.
I can do that. I can make any label I want now, but it is very difficult because the paper's the wrong size. I've got to cut it down to get it into the printer, and only 2 out of the 4 labels will print because the other 2 are too far over for the printer. But overall, that's why, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little white mark on the side there by where it says 2. There's a little white mark. The ink doesn't go over far enough. So these were like the damaged ones.
They look wonderful.
Well, anyways, this is the new. I'm always experimenting with new things.
That's the way you works or not.
I'm going. Oh, Joe left. Sorry, Joe.
Oh, sorry. Come back, Joe.
Oh, Joe, you've scared Joe away. Oh, there's no such thing as custard cream flavored Pepsi. Those biscuits aren't popular in America.
Oh.
They'll try anything though. You just watch. I don't know. We call them cookies here. Biscuits for us, biscuits are like Ritz crack. Well, maybe not Ritz crackers. I don't know.
Biscuits are Pillsbury here. I don't know.
Yeah, biscuits are what you put in your
tea.
What do you call this? I want to say chicken a la king, but that's not right. But chicken and biscuits. It's like a dry. It's like a scone. They would call it a scone. We would call it.
It's a little less dry as a scone, but yeah.
Yeah, but the same sort of thing.
My favorite is biscuits and gravy, or buttermilk biscuits and honey, or something like that. I suppose.
Go to your local Cracker Barrel. They have biscuits.
They got some funny videos on YouTube where they have like English kids try American food.
Oh,
and other international stuff try other American foods, and they're like, "How can they eat this?" And we're eating it every day.
Oh, there's one of my favorite channels is called the Try Channel. It's Irish people trying stuff from anywhere that they don't have in Ireland. It could be America, Canada, around the world. And these are mostly professional comedians that are on there. So it's very, very funny. And the videos are generally 10 to 15 minutes long. They don't take up too much of your time, and they're very entertaining.
Well, no, as we were saying, biscuit is more like a bread thing that you have with your meat.
Yeah. In Ireland, and I'm assuming it's the same in Britain. Apparently, I've learned this watching the Try Channel. A cookie in Ireland is going to be something like like if you bought a Chips Ahoy cookie. It's hard. Once it's soft, it's not a cookie anymore. It's like a biscuit.
So if you dunk a Oreo into a glass of milk, it's no longer a cookie.
No, but that seems to be the distinction, at least in Ireland. It might be slightly different in the UK. I don't know. But
I know we're not going to even get into puffy tacos. Like, what is that? We don't know, but they're good.
I'm puffy tacoed out right now because I had them with my wife for our anniversary. Then we had them again, and then I had them with you. Not this last time, but I did, and then the time before that. So I'm like, usually we have them twice a year, and I think I've had them 6 times this last.
No more puffy tacos.
No, I'll still take the puffy tacos if someone's taking me. But yeah.
No, back on.
Remember, I only eat 1. I don't eat 3.
Yeah, back on Friday, we had stopped for a Green Lantern pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And they asked us, do you want a round one or a square one? Which I'd never remember being asked that before. So I said, it's a square one. Let's see what a square one's like. They brought it out, and it was thick crust, really thick. So I said, I don't remember this, but it was good. And me, I like the all-meat pizzas. So we're eating this thing. We drive away, and all of a sudden, moisture! I need moisture! And we're stopping for water, and that wasn't working. We stopped at a Kroger, and that's actually where I found
Okay.
that. But I mean, like we're sitting there, like what was in that pizza? Holy cow! Like,
Too much oil? Went on the roof of your mouth or
I
something?
think it was salt.
Oh, maybe that's it.
There must have been a lot of salt in that meat. That was.
I can't afford cloverleaf, buddy. So
Was it bacon and ham?
Yeah, and
Out.
all
Dry
but I never felt so dry after that. Like, oh gosh, I need. Oh wow, we need to stop for liquid refreshment. So
there you
go. I saw the Oreo Coke and I went, yeah. So I could grab one of those.
Another video.
That sounds like another video. Yeah. See, like in England, Oreos. They have Oreos in England. How about that? They're in the biscuit aisle at the supermarket.
Oh yeah, Oreo biscuits. Yeah.
Oreo biscuits. Yeah.
There's lots of things that are different. Like a loo is a bathroom, or different rooms for everything.
Whatever.
A bonnet is the hood of your car. A bonnet.
Oh, look who's here.
Oh, okay.
We call it. What do you call it? We call it a windscreen. They call it. What do they call it? A windscreen. We call it windshield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I don't know. Jorgen is about to join us. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
They spell tire with a Y.
Oh, do they? I didn't know that.
Yeah. They spell girl with a U. A lot of people don't know that.
Thought they called them birds.
Well, yeah, but girl is spelled G-U-R-L.
I tried Iron Brew already.
Didn't like it.
Yeah, nah, I didn't care for it. But wait, look, it's Jorgen.
Yes.
Hey.
I'm going up for a short time. James' stream went on forever, so I'm not going to be long.
You got a haircut. Looks good.
Yeah, I think you got a lot of hairs cut. Must be that time of year. Let everybody get a haircut.
Yeah.
See, I got mine and nobody noticed.
Yeah.
I tripped on a banana peel right in front of a lawn mover. What can I say?
Yes. And Jorgen is happy because he got a box from Robert P.
Well, I understand. Now I didn't see your video because I never got a notification. I have the bell set, but nothing ever notified me. So I'll go.
Video is up, and I want to thank you very much for these.
Well, I hope you like them.
What? Jorgen's looking like our tribal chief.
Okay.
Vinyl community, acknowledge me.
Was there any surprises? Did you like the surprises?
I can start by showing them what I got for those who haven't seen the video.
Okay. I was going to send you the 8 CDs that were missing 2. I knew that. Chuck, what's his name? My brain's not working.
Mangione?
Yeah, no, this is Charlie Mingus. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have these from House of Jazz collection. Charlie Mingus from the 50s. I was glad it was from the 50s also. So this is going to be very interesting. Like these.
Right. Somebody did that. I did not do that.
Okay. I think it is because some of the titles are a little bit wrong. There were one here that had a flute in it, and it was no flute mentioned. It was the wrong style.
I gave up on the set because I'm missing a couple out of the set, and I said it wasn't really everything I wanted, so I figured I'll share it with you.
I have nothing but high hopes with these.
I hope so.
And always interesting with 8 Art Blakey albums.
Oh, those are my favorite. That's why I sent them to you. Those are some of my favorite albums. And I have
extremely few of them. I hardly listened to Art Blakey Jazz Master just before I started Vinyl Community, and after that I have bought some more. So.
Isn't Art Blakey the guy that made Gumby?
No, he's a drummer.
Oh,
that like right there, that 3 Blind Mice, that Aldi one, the Night at Taswana, yeah, and the one above it, 3 Nights in Taswana or whatever. There's like 4 or 5 on there. It was like a great collection. I have another one, but I didn't want to spend too much, like send too much to you at one time. It was an experiment to see if it worked.
It sounds like it worked.
Yeah.
But the next time, write gift with a little larger letters.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't. They didn't know it was a gift. Did they try to charge you something?
They tried, but write it a little bit larger so they can see it.
Okay, I apologize. I will.
No problems. And I had no idea who Andrew Hill was, so this is going to be interesting.
It's not my favorite, but I liked Eric Dolphy, and that's why I got it originally, and I figured I would share it with you.
Yeah, I know Ken Durham, I know Eric Dolphy, I know Joe Henderson, so that's why I knew, and it was released on Blue Note, so that's why I knew it was.
Yeah, it's a good one, but it wasn't my favorite, so I figured I'd see if you like it better than I do.
It was very interesting.
Well, nobody wanted it, so I figured I'd dump it off on you. I'm just kidding.
Ollie, I don't know how long it took, but it always take a couple of weeks at least to get from USA to here.
It was about 2 weeks.
But I've heard a few songs by Stevie Ray Vaughan on a Swedish radio show when I was younger, and some of them I liked. I also had one cassette with them since before, but I didn't listen all that much to it. So normally it isn't my kind of music, but it will be very interesting because it has some great grooves in some points. It's going to be very interesting. It's good to have at least a compilation.
Mm-hmm.
This one was the one I got really surprised by. Boss Skaggs.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
It's an interesting one.
I'm listening a whole lot to Jack rock these days, so this was right up my alley right now.
Lido Shuffle's the only thing I know by him, but overall it's a good collection.
I have one album with him since before. I'm trying to locate more, so this was definitely really great.
Do you know where he came from?
USA.
He was in the original Steve Miller Band.
Yeah.
They said
he was the lead vocalist for the Steve Miller Band.
I also have one record that I actually bought, and it was this.
Oh,
Earl Gardner. Okay.
1968, Errol Garner with a kind of a big band in with Pepper Adams in it. So I never heard Errol Garner with a big band, so this is going to be very interesting.
Well, I had a couple more I'll send if it works later. I love Lee Morgan. A lot of his stuff. If you don't have anything by him,
I have Sidewinder.
Yeah, those are like the two pop, Sidewinder and Cornbread. But I've got like 25 of his CDs. I might share that. And then Hank. My brain's not working right now. See, I hate when this goes. Man, my brain's not working, but I'll tell you in a little bit as soon as you get back on. I'll go over here and look. But I've got about 12, 15 CDs of his, but my brain's not working. These are my jazz. Lately, I've been having trouble remembering names.
I've got a letter opener just like Jorgen.
Yeah. What's that red stuff on it?
Boy, you look dangerous.
That red stuff at the end there, yeah.
This is what Doc uses to do surgery with.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, I got Coltrane, but that's not what I'm talking about. Miles Davis. Got every Miles Davis album here. Where is it? That's a nice set I got by Lee Morgan. Got about 12 CDs in there. Where is my stuff? And that's a good one by Lou Donaldson.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Billy
a musician that I have absolutely nothing.
No, Doc.
It must be in my other case. I have 2 cases of jazz. I've got about 200 jazz CDs. I do. I just can't think. Something my brain doesn't work. Here we go. Hank Mobley. That's who I was thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite album of all time.
Yeah.
Soul Station by Hank Mobley.
I have some Hank Mobley albums that are some of my favorites in the genre.
And that set that I like, the ones that I sent you, I have 2 other sets.
Whoa.
It's got everything by Hank Mobley. 8 albums, another 8 albums, all on like the same set I just sent you. And I was going to share one of these because I have extras. See?
Wow.
That's like almost everything by Hank Mobley that you would ever need.
Wow.
Yeah.
And there's about four on here for sure with the Jazz Messengers and other places he played. And of course, it has the one I just showed. This is everyone should have this if you like jazz at all.
Yeah, I've seen it, but I don't have it. It's those are more expensive.
Well, I know, but I said I could probably get you a copy of this that has everything that you would ever want, including it includes that and many others. So with this whole collection, you would have everything you'd ever want by Hank Mobley. So
I like Mary Ann Mobley.
I was thinking whether or not I should get jewel cases, but as I started to get a problem with the space, I think I might keep it in these.
Well, see what I do is I buy these, or you can put them in your own, and it'll fit like 50 to 60 albums in one spot, this big, you know.
One of these the reflective disc cases.
And I can give you a link if I have your email. And this is what I buy. It fits 2 discs and the booklets, and then I cut the top off.
I'm not going to sacrifice any of those I already have. I'm going to keep the jewel case.
Oh, I understand that. I'm just saying I put mine in these because it's the way I like it.
Yeah.
Disc on one side. I used to use these hard plastic ones, but I can't find them anymore, so I had to convert to the lighter plastic. See, here's Art Blakely at Birdland Live, Birdland 1, Birdland 2. These are Blue Note has so many good albums.
And I have way too little of Blue Note.
Blue Note?
They are very expensive here.
And that's one of my favorite ones, which you do have in that collection I gave you.
That one I have, both of them.
Right. And then there's other stuff in here.
Really great. Bohemia is really great.
What do we got? I look for stuff like this too, where like you get 4 albums on one, one disc or 2
The
discs.
most important for me is that it sounds like jazz and not free jazz and avant-garde. So.
Yeah, most of these are from 55 to 65, and I would consider most of these in the hard bop.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's what I'm after for most everything I'm showing is usually I consider it to be like a hard bop. From 55 to 65.
I have hardly heard anything of it.
That's one of my other favorite ones.
Yeah,
Dexter
I know.
Gordon.
I have a lot of Dexter. I have some Dexter Gordon.
Now, if you want something a little bit lighter with piano, of course, Horace Silver, you can't go wrong.
I have that one on the right. I think.
Yeah. But I've got
the one where it sits at the lake.
And this is on the one I gave you to the Jazz Messers. It has everybody on there. It's got Hank Mobley, Horace Silver, and Coltrane. Everyone was on the original Messengers. And then this is probably his most famous. These two was his most famous, and you got this one for sure.
I think I have it if I'm not wrong. I'm not 100% sure, but something else I don't have though. I think I have a 45 though, but with some transform.
That's why if someone's getting into like lighter jazz, but they don't want that Pat Metheny all over the place jazz. These are some of the albums I would say, okay, go get that. Don't get this right away. Like this is a little out.
That's out to lunch.
It's off key. It's like he purposely does the timing different. It's a great album, but it's nothing you're gonna, play and be in the background or nothing. But stuff like this, yeah, you're gonna love these. If you get this album,
I'm not sure. I don't think that I'm not sure. I have one of these, but I'm not sure which.
I'm just saying these are some of the better ones. And if you want light guitar, you got West Montgomery, Gray.
Yeah, I love West Montgomery.
I'm trying to find the other one. It's one of my favorites.
But those West Montgomery releases from Verve, aren't they? When West Montgomery chooses other guitar players, chooses other musicians.
Piano again, Herbie Hancock. You can't go wrong with any Herbie Hancock.
I have hardly any Herbie Hancock that isn't Rocket.
It's a couple. You don't need a lot. Man, okay, here you go.
A random collection of notes in no particular order.
No, these are in particular order. One of the best albums around. Kenny Burrell, Midnight Blue.
That one I really hope to find one day.
Ooh, hint, hint.
The other one I prefer is for a light listening is Idle Moments by Grant Green.
I never heard of him.
He's a guitarist.
Yeah.
But you can't. Those two that I just showed, Kenny Burrell and Grant Green, you want to put those on and relax, you will be able to relax.
I have Kenny Burrell's Christmas album.
Do you? That's cool.
I was close by Midnight Blue once, but it was too bad, rough shape when I saw it.
Well, I don't buy albums. I only buy CDs, so that might make a difference. This is the only Mingus I really enjoy. Is this?
It's a Christmas album. Look at the snowman on the end.
It's called Hum. AHUM. It's fantastic. This is like and then you get these sometimes. Like this is an assortment. You see these little ones where you get 5 albums for the 12 bucks at one time, and now they're probably 40. But everything goes up as time. But anyway, that's a little bit of my jazz collection, and I would gladly share some Hank Mobley with you. If you ever decide you want some, I can send another package up. Now that I know it works,
No problem. I love Hank Mobley. I have some.
But that Soul Train is something somebody's got to have. That's a great album. That's a wonderful album. I've been putting a lot more, I don't know, Henry Mancini, the Burt Kempfert, things like that on because then I don't have to think.
No, those are more East German easy listening, like James Last. I'm not too fond of those.
Okay.
I know Burt Kempfert from that Swinging Safari. I hate that song.
Well, I've got a lot of the stuff because I got Stephen Schnee helped me out there.
Yeah.
But you don't got to think about it. Put it on and relax. Everybody eat. I don't think anybody in the.
No.
That was a pretty good cover there.
Did we scare them all away? Of course, I got those standards like Miles Davis and Coltrane and and I got there's a whole bunch of female ones over there. I got Joni Mitchell and all kinds of that's not jazz necessarily, but I like folk.
Here is a great Dexter Gordon. I highly recommend.
Oh.
I'll have to look into it. What's the name of it? Dexter Rides Again. Okay.
This is one of his classics. This is a reissue from 2018 that I found for a very low price. I think I paid $5 or something like that for it.
How about that? See, jazz for everyone.
Well, I just spent about, I don't know, probably $100. I just bought like 3 new Cat Stevens albums. They just put them out in booklet form. I saw that Beatle Destino showed them today, and I'm like, well, I don't have that version. So I got the T for the Tilleman, Mono Bone Jocko, whatever it's called, and the Chester and the Fair. But they're in books. They look like they're very high quality, and they're like $13 a piece. So I bought those. And he has a brand new one out called Something on a Lake, Kid on a Lake or something. It's really good. I listened to it on YouTube.
Hank Mobley.
Okay.
Hardbop.
It's Hardbop, yeah.
This is a Savoy release. recordings from 56, and this is really, really great.
Yeah, I like medium bop, hard bop. I like all that bop bop.
You're like bop.
No, I actually still have that. I have that CD single. My girls love that song when they were.
I highly recommended this with Kenny Clark.
Boom bop, but I can't sing it. But yeah, I do own that one, Tim.
I have that CD single too. It's in this closet back here that I haven't opened in like 5 years.
There's another one my kids loved when they were little. It's called Butterfly Kisses, I think, and I've got that hanging out here somewhere. I forget.
I think it is. After all this time, I don't remember, but I think it's in there.
But the Hanson kids, weren't they called Hanson boys or something?
Yeah.
Just Hanson.
Oh, Hanson, they're still around, I heard. So.
Well, the young kid that sang a few years ago was in a really good band called the Tinted Windows. It had one of the guys from Fountains of Wayne in it, had one of the guys from Smashing Pumpkins in it, had somebody else in it. And they're a really good sort of power pop kind of band. And they only did one album. And then, of course, the guy from Fountains of Wayne died. So they're done. But he was the lead singer of that band. And it was very un-Hanson-like stuff. It was very good.
Hey, they only had to write one song to make it popular back then. They've been buying coffee off that song ever since.
Probably.
But if I'm not wrong, Hanson had a couple of hits also, not only Bob.
No.
Well, in America, I think they only had the one hit.
I'm just saying in general, though.
It was enough. It was enough.
If I could write one.
I can get my book out and check Hanson out.
If you
I'm
wish.
pretty sure you're only going to find one hit in there.
I
don't even know. It might be past 2004. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
It might be past where the book goes. I don't know.
I don't even know when it came out.
Yeah.
I thought it was the 90s. Are you sure?
It could be the late 90s. I don't
Gotta
know.
have this book, kids. Gotta have this
I
book.
lose track of time after like
Yeah.
or something. I don't know after that.
Whoops. Not Harris. Oh, wow. They had
What?
4 hits.
Really?
Wow.
40 anyway. Way back in 97.
Wow. See, I don't know. I wasn't listening to hit radio then.
Oh, my daughter listened to them. That's why I know it.
Yeah, well, you couldn't escape that damn song back then.
Here in Sweden, I Will Come to You was a #1 hit.
Well, I will tell you. All it took was that one song to get them on the. Everybody knew Hanson back in May of 1997 when came out and it made #1. But after that, they had a song called "Where's the Love." Made it to 27.
Cool.
And then after that, I Will Come to You. Made it to 9, back in the top 10 again. And then let's see what this would be. April of 2000. This time around, made it to 20. There you go.
They had a song 2000 that was called "If Only," which I consider the only good song they have made.
I'll look it up.
They actually had 4 top 40 hits, and after that, they were gone.
It's 4 more than I had.
They were done. But speaking of people who were done, let's check and see who died this week. Oh, we had 2 people die this week: Tito and J.D. Souther. Aww.
Tito Jackson, the Jackson brother that no one remembers.
Yeah.
Tito was my favorite.
Well, he wasn't the one that was most recognized in the band.
Well, no, but somebody had to like.
But rest in peace. Jackson 5 was a great band.
Yeah.
So Tito's gone. J.D. Souther's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Geez, what next? What is this world coming to?
I also read that Bing Crosby's last wife passed away.
Oh yeah, Catherine Crosby died also. She
was 90.
She was 90.
Mm-hmm.
She was 90. Wow.
Well, she was real young when she married him.
I guess, because I thought she was dead myself.
Yeah.
I don't know what Bing Crosby's widow just died. Wow.
Yeah.
Drinking all that orange juice, you think he would have lived longer.
Yeah.
He died in his 70s, didn't he?
Yeah. Had a massive heart attack.
Yeah, see,
Playing golf. Playing golf of all things.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, if he had to go playing golf, what the hell are making love? You know, one of the two.
And his horse still has not come in.
Oh, okay.
His what?
His horse.
Okay.
It was a running joke back in the 40s.
All right.
Yeah. There's so many Bing Crosby horse jokes.
You were around in the 40s. I wasn't.
Oh, they were in all the Warner Brothers cartoons. Well, Warner cartoons used to love to poke fun at celebrities.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
And when they had a thing of Bing Crosby, there was always something to do with horses. Always. And
I guess I didn't catch that one. Excuse me. Oh, God. I'm supposed to go to dinner.
Yeah.
We're having stuffed peppers for dinner.
Oh.
Yeah.
If you ever had those, some people don't like them. I like them.
Catherine Crosby was in Anatomy of a Murder.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I'm surprised somebody's still watching up there. Hey.
Yeah, she kind of retired when she married him.
Well,
they had the kids.
She didn't have to work anymore.
No.
She was married to Bing Crosby. Oh, yeah, but she was on all his shows, though, I think.
Oh, yeah, the Christmas shows, yeah.
Yeah. But she wasn't out of the public eye necessarily. No. I haven't heard of her in years, so I figured she must have died already, but apparently not. So sorry to hear about Catherine Crosby and Nino and JD and who else?
Mm-hmm.
Not dead, but I saw an interview with that Tina Cole that used to be on My Three Sons. She's 80-something years old. She still looks pretty dang good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I was surprised.
On this channel, we cover all the celebrities from like 1956. You know, like, yeah, so you want to know what Tina Cole's doing? Well, we've got that.
No, I'm just saying. I liked her when 68. I liked her now. She's all right.
Like, you don't need to go to Rick 9G to get the latest on celebrity.
You could go to him.
1960 and on.
Mm-hmm.
We have the latest on Gina Lollobrigida.
Gina Lollobrigida is no longer with us.
Who?
Gina Lollobrigida.
No. What happened?
I know the name, but I can't picture the face right now.
She had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, well.
If I'm not wrong, her last filming was Falcon Crest.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I share a birthday with Sophia Loren. Sophia Loren is 90 now.
I'll bet you.
You know what role Sophia Loren was actually turning down. She was actually from the beginning the one who was thought of as Alexis Carrington in Dynasty.
Yeah,
she turned that down, and the role went to John Collins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I never watched that show more than once, so I couldn't tell you. Dallas, Dynasty, all that stuff. I never.
Who needs TMZ? We've got the latest on Sophia Loren.
Right. The plane. I never watched any of that stuff.
Yep, Hal Linden is 93.
Hal Linden is alive. He's doing a play at 93.
Mm-hmm.
Hal Linden looks it.
Wow.
Is he still dancing? I don't know.
Don't know how.
Who's going to be miming for him backstage?
Maybe. Yeah. I picked up The Millionaires this week.
Millionaires. It's a Sophia Loren movie.
Oh.
I think Peter Sellers is in it too. I believe.
Yeah.
I may have saw it from my.
Yeah, so is Red Buttons probably.
Was that the one where they sang together? I have a record of them singing together.
I don't know. It might be. I don't know a lot of it. I just think that was it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've got the latest on Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis, what they're up to these days. You know?
Oh yeah, they're getting along pretty good now.
You dust them off.
I hear the arguments have stopped between Martin and Lewis. Everything's going just the way it ought to. You know. What does TMZ know? We got all the good stuff. Yeah.
They throw in great balls of fire, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I did see a Jim Carrey doing Jerry Lewis, and he just didn't do it justice.
Didn't I thought it was excellent.
I didn't think it was good.
Oh yeah. Hey
I
lady.
I thought he would have made a good Darren in the remake of Bewitched, but they used what's his name instead.
Remake? He would have been too old.
Who?
Jerry Lewis.
No. I'm saying my brain's not working now. You had mentioned
Jim Carrey, Doc. Jim Carrey.
I'm trying to remember the name. Jim Carrey would have at the time would have made a better Darren than I thought Will Ferrell did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That
Jim
point in
Carrey
time.
was a lot like the second Darren. He wasn't much like the first Darren, but the second Darren, yeah. he
I
was-
just thought rather than Will Ferrell in that one particular movie when it came out, I asked my wife, I said, why didn't they use Jim Carrey for this? It would have been a little better, I thought. Not that Will Ferrell didn't do a great job.
But I don't see Darren as being as manic as Jim Carrey.
Well, I'm just saying it seemed like he could have though. You know,
I could have, but you know, I somehow don't see it.
Jim Carrey wasn't always manic. I mean, I like his films where he's not. You know, those are like
They're all Nicole Kidman.
like the Truman Show. The Truman Show is probably my favorite Jim Carrey movie. He's not manic.
I think we're living in the Truman Show right now, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm starting to wonder. I'm gonna look up.
I don't know. I'm trying to picture Jim Carrey as Darren Stevens.
No.
This was my opinion back then.
Well, I can picture it pretty easily.
But either way, it just came out of my brain because we talked about it there for the Jerry Lewis.
Whatever, that was a terrible movie, and he's better off not being in it. But
yeah.
From what I have seen, there's only one movie with Jim Carrey that I can stand, and that is The Mask. The rest
You can't or can.
He can.
Can't. I hate.
thought Liar was pretty darn funny. Wasn't it called Liar?
I can't
Liar.
stand his exaggerated.
well, again, the Truman Show. He doesn't do that in the Truman Show.
I haven't seen that, so I'm not.
I'm assuming I haven't ever seen it. I need to, but the Man on the Moon, I'm assuming he was pretty good in too. But
I did enjoy that. Yes, mainly because he's playing Andy Kaufman straight. He's not doing it so.
Well, that's what Truman Show he does straight.
I would assume that I need to see Man on the Moon as a wrestling fan.
Yeah, I like Man in the Moon. That was good.
I just thought Liar, whatever it was called, that was funny. I didn't like stupid.
Or something.
He couldn't lie or something. I thought it was funny.
Or Ace Ventura, or
well, those I did.
I don't do those sorts of movies, so I haven't seen any of those. I've never seen a Will Ferrell movie all the way through. I don't like it. I've never seen a Will Ferrell movie.
He did one I liked where he got divorced, but I don't remember.
No, I did. I did see one. I take that back because he wasn't being Will Ferrell. I like these movies where these guys that are always idiots aren't. I forget the name of it. Stranger Than Fiction. I did, and that was okay. That was okay.
Yeah.
Liar, Liar. Pants on Fire.
That was, I thought, was one of his funniest movies. Was Liar, Liar. I didn't mind God and a few other ones, but I don't like the crazy ones. You know, he's making his butt cheeks talk and stuff. To me, that's just asinine.
What?
Yeah, I like that.
Fireman Bill.
Well, that's like 12-year-old humor. No, I enjoyed some of the skits he did on the whatever that show he was on. My brain's not working. But there was some good skits on there. He did a good job on some of that.
Yeah. The only one I liked was that Man on the Moon because Andy Kaufman himself was kind of a strange guy. Anyway, do you remember him when he was on the Dick Van Dyke Show in the 70s?
Jim Carrey?
Yeah, not
No.
Jim Carrey, Andy Kaufman.
Oh,
I don't remember. No.
Because Dick Van Dyke only had like a dozen episodes of the Dick Van Dyke Show on NBC in the 70s, and he won an Emmy.
Yeah, he won an Emmy after it was canceled.
Yeah.
I have to go look it up.
And he made a point of mentioning that in his speech when he got up and to win the Emmy. He made a point of letting everyone know that they canceled the show.
Yeah.
Thanks for the Emmy.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye. You know.
Jim Carrey is partially retired.
Yeah.
And he appears in the Sonic films. He's the what do you call it, the villain in the Sonic movies. Whatever, I don't know the name of the villain, but he does that. So he does like maybe one film every 3 years or something. But yeah, he's in the Sonic movies.
I don't miss him.
I like the story of Andy Kaufman was when he was in the wrestling business with Jerry the King Lawler. Well, they had a huge feud, and when he died, Jerry Lawler put on a promo where he said that he was glad that Andy Kaufman has died, blah, blah, yada yada yada, and he has said that in his Jerry Lawler said that in his biography, because the only reason why he did that was because he knew that Andy Kaufman wanted to be kayfabe all the way to the death, but he hated doing that promo. But he knew that was what Andy Kaufman would have wanted him to do, be kayfabe all the way to the grave.
Yeah, even Tony Clifton showed up at Andy Kaufman's funeral.
Yeah, and they said Tony Clifton came back like a year later.
No, he did shows. He did shows and stuff like for a couple of years. It was Tony Clifton shows, and to this day, nobody's absolutely sure who it is. People think they know, but they weren't. Nobody could prove it. You know, because they did a really good job of keeping it secret.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. But that was Andy's joke, and that's why they did it. A lot of times, about 50% of the time, when Tony Clifton was on a show, it wouldn't be Andy Kaufman. While Andy Kaufman was still alive, Andy Kaufman would be sitting home watching it, cracking up, going, "Everybody thinks that's me." Yeah, that was Andy's sense of humor. You know, that's what he was. So that's why it kept going after he died, because. And he would have wanted that. And he would have thought it was funny.
Clifton anymore, do you? Well, whatever happened to Tony Clifton?
Well, they eventually, he wasn't going to do it forever. You know, I mean, he had other things to do.
He just disappeared.
Yeah, I forget the guy's name. I know who did it, who he was. I forgot it. I can't think of his name.
Somebody look it up, Tony Clifton. Get that other guy.
But yeah, I mean, but
two guys were making all these things up. It was Andy's partner, I guess, kind of like in the writing stuff. So, but yeah. So somebody. There it is. Bob
Tony Clifton is a character created.
Yeah, Bob Zamuda. Yeah, it was.
Bob Zamuda.
Nobody's 100% sure, but probably Bob Zamuda was. But Bob Zamuda could have sent somebody out too. That would have been, Andy would have found that funny too. You know, Bob Zamuda, somebody else out in the suit, and, you know.
Tony Clifton is a character created by comedian and performance artist Andy Kaufman in late 70s.
I know that could have been Bob Zamuda doing in Taxi for all we know.
No. He's not in the Tony Clifton thing, you know. It's not him. But
I have to go. But thank you for having me on.
Okay.
Oh,
I have to go. It's time. I gotta go.
And I have to go too, because I'm going to go to bed as I'm going to work.
Okay. See you, Robert. See you, Jorgen.
I got kids tomorrow, but my wife made stuffed peppers and they're ready.
Thank you again, Robert. Bye bye.
See you later. Bye bye.
okay.
All right, get up! Yeah!
No, I won't. No, I'll see you later.
Oh, fucking in the trench.
Enjoy your Coke. I can't wait for the video. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Some Oreos.
Ah!
And then there were 3.
Yeah. Well, I guess this means we need more guest stars, don't we?
You know, we might do what we did the other day. What's that game we played with the pictures?
Oh, the picture thing?
You just like that game, don't you, Jeff?
Yeah.
Chrono Photo.
It's
Yeah,
because he's old enough to remember all those.
Yeah, all those.
Chrono Photo.
Chrono.
But you know, there's a famous story. I'm not sure what premiere it was, but there's a Yellow Submarine premiere, not the major one, but there was another one where John and Yoko showed up in a bag. And, you know, everybody's cheering. It's John and Yoko. They're in bags, you know. And, blah, blah. And Lennon just paid like 2 kids $10 a piece to get in the bags. And him and Yoko are at home watching it on TV, watching John and Yoko show up to this event, you know, and everything. And, you know, and the media's there. And, you know, and it's not John and Yoko.
Yeah, see, they were doing the Andy Kaufman trick. Look, it's not
just
me.
2 kids. Well, they did it. They did it first. You know.
Yeah. See, Andy Kaufman stole that idea from them. Yeah, see, we've got to scoop. You can't believe everything you see.
We've got the 50-year-old scoop, folks.
We have the 50-year-old. Like, we know more than Rick Nancy, believe it, or the Professor of Rock, either or. What was the one that came on this morning? Something about this guy stole a song from somebody and made it into a hit for himself or something.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't even watch you, Professor of Rock. Why do you keep bothering me?
Yeah, I don't either. I get it. I get every one he comes up with. And there's stuff I want to watch that I watch all the time and it doesn't show up. And I'm like, why don't I keep getting this guy? You know.
Well, yeah. Why do I keep getting this guy? I might have watched him once in my life, and yet here comes the Professor of Rock again. Oh. Come on. Sorry.
Oh, my favorite channel had a new video today. I was very excited. Aging Wheels. The guy that collects electric cars.
Yeah, something about his car rolled over or something.
He lent his car to a bunch of people at a party, one of his cars, and somebody rolled it.
Oh.
And you know, I mean, they only made. There's 2 models, and between the 2 models, there's less than 100 of them that ever got made. So it's not the money that really he's not teed off about it. He's laughing about it, but he gave it to them to drive. But you know, there's probably only about 50 of that exact model in existence, and one of them is now gone, and that's what makes me sad about the whole thing.
Well, it sure looked cute rolled over on its side.
Yeah, but the thing is, it still runs. It still runs perfectly. If he could get new parts for it,
well, probably the one side's all bashed in or something.
He could, yeah. But the frame is fine, and it runs, and you know, it's totally fine. He even asked the cops. He showed up they called him, and he showed up at the scene of the accident, and he got rid of the car, and he asked the cop. The cop let him move it off the side of the road into like a parking lot, and he's like, well, the shop's only about a mile up the road. Can I drive it? And the cop's like, no. And he's like, oh, okay. You know, but he's like, I could have driven it home. I mean, it had been rolled over, and he could have driven it home.
Well, it's damaged probably on the passenger side.
Yeah, probably.
So like he can just get in and drive it.
I don't think there is a passenger side. I think it's a 1-seater.
What would be the passenger side is the side that's it rolled over on. So, but yeah, that came up in my recommended today.
He's funny. I recommend anybody watch it just because the guy, even his commercials, he's always sponsored by somebody. Even his commercials in the middle are pretty funny. He's just a very funny guy. He's the kind of guy I'd like to know personally. I'd love to be able to hang out with this guy. I think he's great.
Yeah. Well, what was the one that came up that I thought, okay, I'll try it? It was some guy who came on and says, Disney now owns Batman.
Oh boy.
And it was about like 1966 Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Disney now owns Batman 66. And I went, well, if you think about it, Disney bought 20th Century Fox. The first Batman show was made by 20th Century Fox.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So like, okay, that makes sense. So I thought, well, I'll try it just to see. And I clicked on it, and the guy went through all this other mess that I don't know what the hell he's talking about, and did a commercial like for himself for socks. So he's showing his socks, and oh yeah, lovely socks. I'm going like, what about the subject of the matter? And he went off on a complete other tangent. I'm going like, I don't think so. I think it's just as easy as saying Disney bought 20th Century Fox. They get the properties that they made, like Planet of the Apes and all this. Yes, I could see them owning the 66 Batman thing. But he went off somewhere else and going, I don't think you're right on this. So I get into the comments, and they're all agreeing with him. Like, what? Like, does this mean Disney's going to make a Batman show? What are they doing? No, Disney's not going to make a Batman show. Warner's has Batman. So
yeah, they just own the six. What it means is don't look for a re-release on DVD or Blu-ray because you're not going to get it because it's Disney. That's what it means.
so Sony has the rights to put out Disney stuff, I guess. Whatever, but it just made a mess. The way he was trying to explain why Disney owns Batman. Well, I don't think you're right. So I quit. I got out of the video. I said, click, you're gone. I don't think so. And then there was that Vicki Lawrence one there. I went like, no. So I checked it out on Wikipedia, the Vicki Lawrence thing. And the thing was that they had the first network run on NBC, I believe.
Yeah.
Ran for 2 seasons, and the ratings were not good. So NBC canceled it, but it was still in summer reruns, and the summer reruns did very well. However, they canceled it. So Carol Burnett's husband, who produced the show, thought maybe we can do the first run syndication like Star Trek and all that other stuff. So they put it up for first run syndication. It was bought, and they signed with whatever, I forget what syndication company, to produce 100 episodes. They did 100 episodes and said, that's all we need to do. We don't need to make any more. Done. So Vicki Lawrence did not walk away from Mama's Family. It was just ended.
It was done. Yeah.
It was just done. They made their 100 episodes like they did in the contract. Done. And now it's in syndication forever. That's all they wanted, was to make 100 episodes. So like stupid people trying to, Vicki Lawrence walked away from Mama's Family. Oh
no, she did not. Yeah.
Or those other ones that say, here's the scene that got I Dream of Jeannie canceled. Like, no.
Yeah.
There is no such thing. No. Hello, Gary Wilkerson. Hello.
Hi, Gary.
Gary's out there. Hello. But as for Top Cat, that Hanna-Barbera shows in the early 60s, aside from Flintstones, only ran 1 season.
Well, most of the cartoons in the 60s were only on for or less than a season. Like 12 or 18 shows or something like that, and it's gone.
Usually between 17 and like 21 shows, most.
And that's it.
And that's not only the cartoons, that's like HR Puffin stuff and all of that stuff too.
You only made like 13 episodes or 14 episodes.
Yeah.
Okay,
usually it's like 17 or around there, 17 to 21 usually. But want to see the book I'm reading? You guys might be interested in the book.
What are you reading?
Show us what it is. It says,
now who wrote it?
Sherwood and Lloyd Schwartz.
Okay.
So it comes from the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because Sherwood wrote the first third of the book and then he hands it over to Lloyd because Lloyd was more involved once the show got going than Sherwood was. So, yeah, It's an interesting book. It's just anecdotes mainly, dispelling some myths. No, Greg Brady and Florence Henderson didn't have an affair.
What does he know?
All that kind of stuff. He knows.
I got the Gilligan one written by Sherwood.
But wow. The interesting thing, though, according to Lloyd, when they started making records, they weren't informed. They just went off and started making records, and next thing you know, they're on tour and stuff, and they're pissed because they're showing up, tired for work because they played a show the night before and blah blah blah. And they're like, we had to have a teacher because it was SAG and on a film set, we had to have a teacher. They could only work so many hours a day and blah 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 blah. But the recording industry doesn't have that. So after they're done, they could go record all night. And that's fine, and then go do tours and all of this stuff. And they're like, we got to treat them with pet gloves, and then they're on their own. They could work them to death, So they weren't happy with the whole recording thing. And then once they started making records, I didn't know this. They recorded a new theme song every season. They took them into the studio and re-recorded the theme song every season. So that the voices got older but once they started recording, they wanted to do it like professionally and sound good and be in tune. And Lloyd's like, no. And he had to argue with them all. He's like, no, you're just a bunch of kids. We want you to sing it the way you've always sung it. We don't want it,
we want you to sound like children,
we want you to sound like amateurs. We don't want you to sound, like children, like amateur children. We don't want you to sound professional. Yeah, but even on records, and that whole Pete episode where Pete can't sing, that was true. Pete, of all of them, Pete was the one that couldn't sing at all.
Well, when it's time to change,
he did not sing the note in that song. When his voice changes and everything, they had to have a professional actor do it because he couldn't even do that. That part was dubbed. Just the part where his voice changed.
Time to change.
He couldn't do that, so they had to get somebody else to do it.
Remember,
it's interesting. I mean, it's a really quick read. I'm like 2/3 of the way through it, and I've been reading it like 3 days. It's a really quick read.
Well, there's so much stuff in it. You're just like mesmerized.
I read. I read in like 20 minutes. I read 3 or 4 chapters.
But in that Brady Bunch movie, not the movie, what do you call it? The biography movie, whatever you want to call it. It shows them going into Sherwood and saying, we want to be a group or something. And I think Sherwood was even like, yeah, right, go ahead, go be a band. And they did.
Again, Lloyd's writing that part of the book, so maybe they did, and he doesn't know about it. But it was news to them when they started making records. They're like, we didn't, and they didn't own the rights to the images or anything. They did own the Brady thing, so they did have to eventually get permission to use the Brady because they owned that. But other than that, but they didn't care. They're like, gotta make money. Well, they were, according to Lloyd, they were extremely nice to the kids. They were extremely nice to them, nicer than they had to be.
I just think they laughed it off because in that movie they show him going into Sherwood's office and like, we want to do this sort of thing, and like, yeah, go ahead, go do what you want. Sure, go make records. See if we care. Well, it didn't really take off that much.
It's an interesting book. But as far as Barry dating Florence, he tells the story. Barry had these tickets to go see a premiere or something like that. And him and Florence were always chummy. He was the oldest kid, and Florence's husband was out of town or something, so he asked her to go, and she said yeah. And they went to this movie premiere. And at the end of the night, apparently, as you do, she kissed him on the cheek and went in the house, and that's it. That's the affair. Nothing more than that ever ever happened.
Wow.
Now he did have to keep him away from Marsha.
Well,
That's another story.
That
And he
is
had
real.
to, as they grew up, he had to keep all the kids that were the same age kind of away from each other as far as that kind of thing goes.
So
By
Bobby
the
and
end.
Judy were an item, or
By the end, well, no, they weren't because they wouldn't let him be, you know. But think about it. Think about it. You're a kid on the stage, and the only person your age to talk to is
another kid.
Girl playing your sister. You're going to develop crushes. It's only natural. You don't have anybody else, you know.
No, you see all day.
Yeah, you know. So he did have to do that. But it's an interesting book. I wouldn't say it's a great book or anything, but weirdly, and it's only a page. Weirdly, look who did the introduction.
Monty Hall.
Oh, okay. That'd be interesting. Yeah.
It's only like 2 paragraphs. I'm like, yet there it is on the cover, almost as big as Sherwood and Lloyd Schwartz's name on the cover, and it's only like this big.
Yeah, at least they're working. Yeah.
Eve Plum is in a Burger Chef commercial. Like what?
Yep, they're working. So.
Wow.
I like their shapes too. You know, I don't know. It's also sorted.
Yeah. Apparently, they're all still friends. I mean, which is nice. That's the atmosphere that, except for they all hated. I won't go into Robert Reed, but there's nobody on that show that liked Robert Reed. Nobody, from Sherwood Lloyd on down. Nobody liked Robert Reed, and it's not because of his sexual orientation.
Yeah, because he was a pain in the ass, and he was.
No. He didn't have a phony bone in his body apparently, and he fact checked the scripts. It's a comedy show, and he's fact checking the scripts constantly, and they just they such a pain in the butt. They hated it.
I remind you, viewers, this is stuff that TMZ won't tell you.
And so sometimes if Robert Reed like I won't read this line, but this isn't factual, blah blah blah, he would just give the line to somebody else.
Didn't
like, screw you! There, we just diminished your part. Go away, you know.
Didn't Robert Reed show up late on the set and stuff?
No. He was always very too professional. To be honest, I mean, he was always. You know.
What I can't believe is that he made such a thing about I hate this show, I don't want to be on this show. Yet every Brady thing that came afterwards,
he was there.
On. He was on.
Well, like, because of the money. Then they only did the show but the last thing he did, he was in some big Shakespeare thing. The last thing he did before the Brady Bunch. So he thought of himself as this hoity-toity actor, and you know.
Oh, jeez. Sure.
Yeah.
Well, he'll forever be Mr. Brady.
But yeah.
Or maybe he felt he was typecast. I'm never gonna get hired for him.
They didn't like working with him. They liked everybody else. Their favorite was Ann B. Davis. Always.
Oh, of course. I believe that.
They thought it was a cool. Of everybody they could have got on the show, the only one that was an obvious first choice was Ann B. Davis. And when she said yes, they were like, "Holy crap!" They were so happy.
But I saw him a lot on TV and movies and that sort of stuff after the Brady Bunch. Robert Reed.
Davis?
Yeah.
No,
I hope they were
Robert
all fact
Reed.
checked really well because.
Well, I saw him on like Streets of San Francisco.
Yeah, he made a lot of TV movies. He was on.
They said in his dressing room he actually kept an Encyclopedia Britannica. So when they handed him the strip, he would go to his dressing room and start fact checking things. Like every script, he never stopped. Every script, they're like, "Oh my god."
I don't know. I think that the food they ate was shipped in.
I'm sure it was.
It was like probably.
Had to have it prepared for them.
Yeah, what do you call it? Catered. It was catered. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Ann B. Davis actually cooked on the show. She did live in the fridge, though. I do believe that one. But
They haven't addressed the fact that he was an architect and 9 people live in that house with 1 bathroom. They have not addressed that fact yet in the book.
Well, it's just like, where did the Robinsons go to the bathroom on the Jupiter too? Nobody knows.
It's the 60s. You couldn't show bathrooms in the 60s. By the 70s, you could show bathrooms.
Because by the time Star Trek came along.
Well, no, they actually talk about in the very first, in the pilot of the Brady Bunch, there's a scene in the bathroom, and they had to take the toilet out to film the scene. In 1969, you could still not show a toilet in a bathroom. So they had to take the toilet out of the bathroom scene. They just yanked the whole toilet out of the bathroom and said, okay.
I was going to say, I think there are episodes where they show the bathroom.
Well, maybe after, but in the pilot, they still couldn't. The pilot, well, ends when things started changing. But for the pilot, they had to yank the toilet to.
Yeah, but it seems to me there were shots where maybe somebody's brushing their hair in the mirror.
Oh yeah, no, they're in the bathroom. They're in the bathroom in the pilot, but there's no toilet. And you look. Apparently, there's one little shot where if you look, and this is where the toilet should be, and it's just not there.
Oh,
yeah. I don't think Uncle Charlie ever did any cooking.
No.
Neither. Mr. French went out and bought Swanson Hungry Man dinners.
I bet Bub did some cooking though.
I don't think any of them cooked.
Bub didn't cook?
I don't know if Bub cooked.
Okay.
I was not a My Three Sons watcher, so
I watched it a little bit when it was on the menu at night. Yeah, the earlier ones. Yeah.
What? At one point, they wanted Gene Hackman.
I've heard.
I don't know. Is that
true?
No.
Yeah, they did. Because he was an unknown actor, but he couldn't do it. He was on Broadway doing a play and couldn't do it. They knew Robert Reed going in. They knew his reputation. They knew exactly what they were getting, but they didn't have a choice. He was, I think, the last one cast. They didn't have a choice. They had to go with some. It was like less than 2 weeks before they're going to shoot the pilot. So they went with Robert Reed. They didn't want to.
Partridges didn't have a cook. They just didn't eat.
No, they ate. Mom cooked.
Mom must have cooked. She was a mother.
The Bradys could have killed Robert Reed off in an early episode.
I think he wanted out at the very end. Like maybe the last 2 episodes he wasn't even in.
Could be.
Yeah, because he did something today. But he
I'm not that far yet. I'm not. I'm 2/3 way done or something like that.
I don't know. I just finished Lost in Space, and basically the last 2 or 3 episodes. Where's June Lockhart and Guy Williams? They're missing. Not even there.
They got suspended at least once, maybe twice.
I don't know, but it's like everybody else but them.
Yeah.
Weird.
I know for sure the one where their parents are supposedly away somewhere and then they get attacked by whatever. They were suspended at that point in time. That's why they went away.
Even June says, no, that's a fallacy. We were never written out or reprimanded for laughing or something like that. So
I think they played a joke on I forget his name, the guy that played Dr. Smith, and they got suspended.
They brought in different people. Hello, Calvin. Hello.
Hello, Calvin.
Hello, Calvin. Nice to see you, Calvin. Hey, some people came back. That's nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. After all that jazz, people left.
Speaking of, guess what we haven't done today? Hang on.
What haven't we done today?
What have we not done?
We haven't done this today.
Oh,
yes.
Mine's on the floor somewhere.
By the way,
Wrong one.
Yeah.
I grabbed behind Gay.
Well, it doesn't matter if it's the wrong one. They're all right.
Well, my cat's taking.
Oh, your cat's listening to the Partridge Family. Well, don't bother him.
They got good taste. There we are. Yay. Yay, the PFs. Yay. Yay.
And weirdly, my Partridge Family album isn't sitting here anymore. I finally cleaned that pile up a couple days ago, and now it's been replaced with a brand new pile that I showed you today.
I think I'll have both those TV movies, like for the Bradys and the Partridges. I wonder what would happen if I tried to upload them.
They're probably on YouTube. You probably could easy.
Somebody will look.
I've never seen the Brady one. I've seen the Partridge one, and I think it was pretty accurate, actually. I think
I have the Brady one. I've got the Mork and Mindy one.
More accurate than the Queen movie, anyway.
Ooh. No, he's not. He's good. He's not frozen. He's wet, but he's not frozen. Jeff? Uh-oh. Jeff? Uh-oh. That don't look good. Uh-oh.
He's jittery, and we can't hear him.
Wow. Oh, Jeff is in trouble.
Oh, his mic's off.
His mic's off.
Jeff, your mic's off.
This
is riveting.
Let's answer a question. Tim,
hello?
Have you found any cool laser books lately? Laser discs.
I hear by myself. There you go.
There you go. We can hear you now. No, I haven't. I haven't found a laser disc in not since that 50 disc haul I did God, almost a year ago now. I'm thinking. Not since then have I found one laser disc.
Alrighty then.
But that doesn't surprise me. You know, I mean, Goodwill or Salvation Army is not going to get one or two laser discs. You know, if somebody donates laser discs, it's going to be a big pile of them. It's generally not one or two.
Yeah, really. Tim's connection has been very good the last few months, and Jeff's has been pretty dicey.
Yeah, I don't know why.
But there's a big storm in Oklahoma going on right now.
Because some days, like this morning, I woke up and my phone had 1 bar of service. I'm like, well, this isn't going to be good. But my internet's been okay today, so I don't know.
Move, Jeff, move. No, he's stuck.
Yep.
He's stuck. Yeah, no. I don't know whether he can hear us, but now he's like.
You're like 10 frames. You're like 10 frames a second, Jeff, or something. You're moving very choppy when you're moving.
Really bad. They've made better silent movies than this right.
Yeah.
Whatever. Maybe what we should do is go to a commercial. No. Go out and come back in again or something.
Should I go out and come back in? All right.
Yeah,
Hello.
Do it anyway. I'll play it.
I'm back.
We'll be right back.
Pipe down, you guys. I got some great news for you.
It's here. The new Tri-State Triple Play from the New Hampshire Lottery. The first all-cash jackpot game that gives you 3 plays for the price of 1.
Oh. How do you do?
To play, pick 5 numbers between 1 and 45. Or choose Easy Pick and have your numbers randomly picked for you.
Look what I found in the pocket of these pants.
For every game played, you get 2 additional Easy Pick plays free.
Free uniforms, free transportation.
Jackpots start at $30,000, and you can win on each game individually or by mixing and matching across all 3 games.
You're in the moolah, kid.
Match 3, 4, or 5 numbers on a single play line and win.
Oh boy, I'm rich.
Mix and match 4 or more numbers across all play lines on your ticket and win.
The figures stagger me.
Even if you don't match a single number, you still win.
I'm back in the money again.
Triple Play tickets are just $2.
Frightening.
$2.
Tri-State Triple Play. $2, 3 plays. Mo ways to win.
Let's go places and buy things. Come on. Oh, wait for the money man now.
Yes.
I'm off to the lottery. I'll be back.
There's just no way you can lose. It's crazy. Oh, good. Jeff has gone off and he's looking for a better connection than what he has. Yeah, it's raining so hard in Oklahoma right now. He's got a leak in his roof.
Wow.
So like, oh boy, he's doomed. He's got to go chew some gum and.
I got a new roof, so it can rain on me all at once. I had a new roof. I don't even know if I told you that. I got a new roof while I was in mom jail.
Wow. And you were not there to supervise.
Nope.
Well, but they did a good job, right?
It looks like a good job.
A good job. It was worth all the money you paid them to do it.
I don't know about that, but
it's a wonder that your mother didn't go over and help. Like, you're doing this all wrong.
no, I had to go over a few times and help them run wires and stuff because it needed power, and my power isn't good in my house, as I've discussed here already. So, like, we got gutters, and the gutter machine, there wasn't enough power in the house to run the gutter machine.
It's a wonder you don't live in brownouts constantly.
I do. My light flickers constantly in here. I don't know that you can't see it, but it does. Oh well.
Like, blow a few fuses lately, you know, like turn on the air conditioner.
No, it's just the way it is.
Oh. Well, either that was your electrical system or your stomach being hungry.
No, there's a motorcycle. A very loud motorcycle.
I don't know. Jeff's
I don't know if it was my next door neighbor. My next door neighbor has the world's loudest motorcycle. He likes to start it up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Let it run for an hour. And my bedroom window is literally right next door to their side door in the driveway where he keeps the motorcycle and all that stuff.
Let's all welcome back Jeff Kendall, everybody. Jeff Kendall, everyone.
Oh.
Hello, Jeff Kendall.
There's Jeff Kendall.
There's Jeff Kendall. Hello, Jeff Kendall. Well.
Hello.
Oh.
I'm trying to come through.
Hi. Oh no. Oh. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Oh.
Like those Japanese movies.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Have the.
Yeah, you know what they say about Japanese.
I'm sorry, I don't speak Japanese.
Yeah.
My God.
It's pretty much that. Oh yeah, you're on dial-up.
Jeff's spending the week at Psycho Platter's house, so.
No, Psycho Platters has improved his.
Yeah, I know.
So he's doing very fine, but I do know Oklahoma's got gigantic storms going on right now, so that may be part of it. It's still pretty dim here. I've got the lights on. It's not quite.
It's getting dark here, but it's still sunny. I mean, it's starting to get dark.
I know when it gets dark at 8 o'clock, it's like, what?
It's going to get dark at 4:30 pretty soon. So.
Yeah, not looking forward to that.
No. I used to work overnights, and man, I hated the winter because literally, except for getting on the metro and coming home from work in the morning, that's the only time I saw the sun. That's it. I saw the sun for like 10 minutes walking home to my place, and that's it. And then it was darkness for.
Yeah, that's that tropical depression that was supposed to hit on the weekend. I saw that this morning. Let's see what happens this time. Go.
Hello.
Two.
I'm back.
Hey, he's back.
I went back to the duck go thing, so
But
it might be working.
It's working better, but it's not perfect.
Yeah, still a little. Well, all the stormy kind of stuff around here is causing it.
Yeah, it might be some tornadoes and stuff, right?
That's the wrong part of the year. I don't think so.
They'll have to close the Oklahoma.
Yeah, look at the radar. It shows red over. Yeah.
They showed that this morning.
Yeah,
That's
well, it's about over now. It's about over now, but yeah.
So bring in the cattle if you can. Hey, bossy, bossy, bossy. Hey, bossy, bossy.
Close the livestock.
Yeah, right. Yes, the livestock. Save the livestock. Jeff's been has cats in his corral.
I do.
I thought he had cats in his belfry.
Yeah, whatever.
I had that too.
Tim, don't you see a pole anymore?
I try not to, but I'm sleepy all the time, guys. Sorry, I just
It's okay. Me too, because I
don't take naps or anything. So sometimes in the day I get sleepy.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Nothing better than a good night's sleep.
Plant yourself on the couch. Yeah.
Please, movies in your head.
Yeah. Fall asleep watching your favorite movie, you know?
No, your favorite movie's in your head.
Yeah.
And you star in it. Look out, the monster's coming. Oh!
You get on YouTube and put the virtual rain showers. It just makes me real. It makes my cat settle down. I'm just
10 hours of rainstorm. If you
apparently you don't need to do that today.
No. No, he's got a pail in the corner where the roof.
Well, it's over there. It's a little thing, but it's stopped right now. But there's more coming. So yeah.
Nice. Oh boy.
I thought my internet was going to go out, but it's just okay because my power blinked a couple of times.
I think it had some burps there.
Yeah, my power blinked a couple of times.
So. They're going to shut down the Oklahoma State Fair early tonight.
They might.
They might.
I believe it ends at 9, and so they might end it a couple of hours early. We'll see.
Oh yeah, Ollie, that's normal.
Yeah.
After a good meal, the couch.
Oh yeah. With the flipper in your hand, yeah. Start watching an old movie and. Yeah.
Come on. Yeah. That's nothing new.
No.
Now we're going to talk about stuff that happens to you when you get old.
Yes. This is the senior talk with
senior talk now, and now senior talk.
Senior talk.
Yeah. You know how it is when you gotta go to the bathroom every 2 hours? Doesn't that suck?
Yeah.
One of the things that happens when you get old is you buy Bobby V Christmas album. That's a symptom right there of getting old.
But it's so minty though. You cannot
buy Bobby V Christmas album.
It's not for 49 cents. You gotta have it.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah. You start reading books by Sherwood Schwartz.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah.
With introductions by Monty Hall. Ooh. Yeah.
Who did the introduction?
You had to have something to do, yeah.
Apparently Monty Hall is like Sherwood Schwartz's best friend. They've been like really good friends for years. That's why he wrote that.
I was looking to see if there was a forward or whatever.
Forward in the Gilligan book. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, forwards, page XI. Okay.
I've got a Gilligan book somewhere over there. It's not that one, but it's a Gilligan book.
Well, that's what You can't go wrong with a Sherwood book.
Oh yeah, Sherwood book.
Yeah.
Did they have an It's About Time book too?
Do they have a
We
one?
did that show.
The It's About Time book is a pamphlet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 3 or 4 pages. You just take the stats and everything.
We do have forwards, but they're written by Bob Denver, Alan Hale, Jim Backus, Natalie Schaefer, Tina Louise. Really? Hang on, we'll have to read that one.
Mm-hmm.
Russell and Don.
All 7.
All 7.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest.
Oh, and the rest. You know, Doc, I was going to tell you, I was watching an episode of Lost in Space the other night, the Space Destructors, and I noticed another prop from a Gilligan's Island episode.
Okay, what would that
in there? Those pots that go, bloop, 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 you know?
Okay.
It's an episode where it's called Smile, You're on Mars Camera.
And they show those blooping pots.
Yeah, the blooping pots, because they have to boil up this. The professor has to boil up some sap because Gilligan found the lens and he busted it. So he's trying to get it better. And it's the same pots that are in the space.
I'm trying to think. Like Gilligan was, I think, shot at CBS, but Lost in Space was shot at Fox. So
Lost in Space was a CBS show too.
I know, but it was produced by Fox, though.
And they also used a giant spider from a.
Well, that's a run. It shows up everywhere.
Okay, because it was on.
Weren't there some Star Trek creatures in Lost in Space?
Oh yeah, there's some voids to the bottom of the sea creatures. Yeah.
Now, like across Irwin Allen shows.
Oh yeah.
If a monster showed up on voids to the bottom of the sea, it showed up in Lost in Space.
Yeah, that creature that went, you know, it showed up in a.
But wait! I want to read the foreword by Tina Louise.
Read the foreword. Oh,
it's got to be good, right? So Tina Louise wrote, "I hated being on this show. I thought this was going to be my show, and I was misled. I wanted off this show so badly, but the powers that be didn't want to terminate my contract, and I thought I could get out by the 4th season, but we were canceled by then. Thank God." Tina Louise.
So she enjoyed herself.
He's the only one standing.
Meanwhile, Don Wells says that Tina Louise, she was such a bitch. So we had to share a hut together, and it was just murder in there. So.
Well, every show has one. They pick one out of Tina Louise. They should have after that in the mid-70s. There should have been a husband and wife show starring Robert Reed and Tina Louise.
That would have been a show. Just the cups every week.
Now you do know what would have happened in the 4th season. They would have written Tina Louise out. Ginger Grant got rescued, and they had a replacement for her. That's what I read somewhere.
Well, they would have somehow recast it a 7th. So like somebody else would have washed up on shore, like, oh look,
another like a
oh look, it's Ann B. Davis.
Ann B. Davis or somebody.
Yeah, look, it's Cousin Oliver. Hey, Cousin Oliver, welcome.
Yeah.
It's another movie star. What's the chances of that? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, somebody washed up on the shore every week.
Well,
yet they all managed to get up. That's what I don't get about Gilligan's Island. Every week somebody new would wash up on shore, and they managed to escape, and nobody from the island ever did.
Yeah. Are you like me? Did you do a book report on Hamlet in high school and watch the Gilligan's Island?
That was a musical.
Yeah.
To be or not to be, that is the question that I ask.
Neither a borrower nor a lender be.
Oh my
Here's
God.
a safe bet. Stay out of that.
Everything we learned about Hamlet was from Gilligan.
Right. You know, that was Phil's. The show was made by Phil Silver's production company. Glad to see you.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a little bit of Gilligan this afternoon,
Mm-hmm.
and it was an episode where the fake Thurston Howell washed up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And like Lovey couldn't decide who was the real Thurston and the real Lovey. It's me. I know it's me.
Yeah. Did you notice where he's carrying Mr. Howell through the bushes? There's a couple of places where it's not Jim Backus.
Well, I
gotta look real closely. Yeah.
Well, yeah. There's a couple shots.
He had to hide his face, and
the Mr. Howell has his back to the camera and that sort of.
You had a fake Mr. Howell, a fake Ginger, and a fake Gilligan. Or a double,
when shows start running out of ideas, let's do doubles.
Yeah, double shows.
So, like there's how long before there was a phony Robert Reed showing up at the Brady house?
The Russian guy, or
No, they didn't. They never did that on Brady's. They didn't have to because there was 9 characters, so they had enough people where they could come up with shows.
Well, they thought. We don't have any more ideas, Cousin Oliver. Come on.
Okay, then they get Cousin Oliver. Yeah, I haven't gotten that far in the book yet. But.
But they were getting there, though. Even the Partridge Family. Let's bring on Ricky Seagull.
Well, you know, they explained the writing process to the Brady Bunch, and it was interesting. But once they got into it, they got a rhythm going. It became really easy to write the Brady Bunch because they would come up with a main theme that would usually involve one of the kids, because they discovered early on that if it involved the parents, nobody cared and the ratings would go down. So usually it was one of the kids, and then there would be a subplot. Okay, and the subplot had to directly tie into the main plot at the end. So that's how it was written. It was written with a plot and then a subplot involving a different kid, but the two would have to intersect in some way at the end. And the one they used to demonstrate it the most is, and there would usually be a lesson to be learned. So Marcia decides that she wants to be more popular than she is. So she joins this popular girls club at school and she has to get in. Meanwhile, for a science project, Peter has to build a volcano. So Peter's building the volcano and Marcia's hanging out with all her girlfriends. And at the end, of course, she has all the girlfriends over to the house to be voted on whether she's in or not. And of course, Peter's volcano goes off and mud goes everywhere and Marcia's not in and she's learned her lesson. And that's the way that all the episodes were written. They were written involving 2 kids for the most part. One in a major plot, one in a subplot, and then off you go.
And then Ann B. Davis had to walk in and clean up.
Well, and that's the way they wrote it.
And another crossover, there was an episode where Marcia got hit in the nose with a football. There's a Gilligan episode, and Gilligan's nose is identical.
Oh. Well, they're both Sherwood Schwartz.
I know, maybe.
Yeah. And they talk about that too, that they never ever tried to have like some popular saying come from the show. In fact, they didn't want that. They wanted this to be a normal family. They didn't want punchlines and things that people said all the time. And they were surprised that later in culture, things like Marcia, and all of this took off because they never intended that. Most of these things were only said once. They point out most of the things that people repeat ad nauseum, like sauerkraut and applesauce, was only said once in the whole show, sometimes more than once in the case of sauerkraut and applesauce, or whatever it is, pork chops and applesauce. But most of the time they were only ever said once, but they took off anyway, and it kind of pissed them off.
People think that they people think these shows have catchphrases like crazy.
Yeah.
How can it happen? It's no such thing.
That's him.
There's no way a character says the same thing every time.
To this day, apparently, if you asked Mike Lookinland to do his Humphrey Bogart impersonation, he will tell you that he doesn't do a Humphrey Bogart impersonation, because what happened was they wanted Michael Lookinland to do Humphrey Bogart with his pork chops and applesauce thing, but he'd never heard of Humphrey Bogart. In those days, you couldn't go get a Humphrey Bogart movie and show it to the kid. You know, you'd have to set up a screening or something like this. So they didn't have the time to do that. So Lloyd Schwartz just did his best bogey and told Bobby what to do. So Mike Lookinland will tell you that he does an impression of Lloyd Schwartz doing Humphrey Bogart. That's all he ever knew.
Fascinating.
Oh man. Interesting show.
Yeah. Well, damn, I had something and I lost it.
I'm sorry.
What's the matter, Doc?
Did
you get struck with a hockey puck?
Yeah, afraid so.
Okay. Right in the head.
Yeah. Oh, what was it? Oh, I know.
Okay.
Remember last week I was saying, whatever happened to Paramount?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you know? Paramount has a movie out this weekend. Yay!
Hey, what is it?
Yay!
What's it called?
Transformers 1.
Oh, okay.
Great.
Huh, I always thought there was already a Transformers 1.
Yeah, they made it again. Ha!
Well, this time it's CG animated, so like no people in it. So
I saw a trailer recently. They're redoing Salem's Lot again.
They redo everything. Nobody has any imagination. Well, they have imagination, but nobody that wears a suit and a tie and goes to work every day wants to put up the money for people with imagination anymore.
Yeah.
They just want sure things. So that's why we're in the state we're in.
Well, be that may, be that Paramount is still alive, and they've got Transformers out this weekend. Let's see how the box office went this weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, let's. Number one movie this weekend is Beetlejuice.
No. Okay.
For the third week in a row.
I didn't
They
see
made
it.
another 26 million.
Oh boy.
However, number two is Transformers 1. 25 million. Like, that's not very good.
No.
So, like, I'm afraid Paramount cannot.
They'll make it up in DVD and Blu-ray sales.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess they won't.
But I mean, the first movie out by Paramount in months, and it's kind of flopping.
Yeah.
So, like, So, yes, Paramount is still with us, but if they're going to release flops like this,
But again, that's not a flop. Everybody says that, but that's just U.S. money. You're talking. You've got UK money. You've got India money. You've got Japan money. You've got China money. I mean, worldwide, I'm sure it's going to make a ton of money.
well, being that it's robot stuff,
Yeah.
like the Japanese will probably love it.
I mean, they love American movies more than Americans love American movies. So.
Well, right now it's looking like a flop.
Well, yeah, but it's not. It's not a flop.
25 million on its opening weekend. The second weekend is usually by half. So if it makes another 12 million next weekend, that only brings it up to 30, maybe 40 million. So like, it's not doing very well. U.S. wide, North America wide.
But that's the thing. They always just go by America, and it's like, well,
That's all I have is by North America.
You shouldn't. You know, and that's why, like, when something like Now and Then, you know, it makes number one for a week or blah 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 blah. But you know, people for Beatles aren't even an American band. It did much better in the UK. You know, I mean, you know, you got to take this sort of stuff into consideration. You know, we're not the only country in the world.
Yeah, and Deadpool and Wolverine is catching up to Inside Out 2, so they should overtake them probably next week, I would think, as movie of the year. So, yeah. So Walt Disney is very happy right now because they had a few flops lately. So let me see here. Inside Out 2 is at 652 million, and it's on its 15th weekend of release. Deadpool is on its 9th weekend of release and has got 627. So it's 5 million behind. They should overtake them very soon. So like Disney will have the top 2 movies of the year. I think Jeff's back.
I think so.
I'm back.
What gave you the clue? Oh, is that it?
Yeah. And actually, Universal really isn't good. Universal and Sony both. Sony's got 2 movies, and they're like The Forge and It Ends With Us.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with Sony?
Well, not every movie is a blockbuster. Not every movie should be a blockbuster. That's what's wrong with movies. Not every movie needs to make $50 gazillion. You know, just put out movies because it's good and because people will go and see it because it's good. And make a little money and be happy. You know, everything. You don't need to make $2 billion on everything you do. You know,
but you got to cover the production costs and the marketing and blah blah blah.
It's just wrong thinking. You know, I mean, there used to be, once upon a time, there was probably on average more than 1,000 movies a year.
Well, there probably still are. There's all like on that list that I look at every week. Down, how many are there this week? Let me look again. There are.
There's not nearly as many as there used to be.
There are 27 movies on this list.
Okay,
and from studios such as A24, Lions.
Yeah, but they're not. They didn't all come out this week. I'm talking in like 1955. Let's just use that year. There were probably literally 1,000 movies a week coming out.
Tim needs to be running Hollywood.
Yeah.
We did some good.
You know, because there were tons of little studios, and you know, every studio would put out a movie, sometimes more than one. And there were tons and tons and tons of smaller studios, and the exploitation people were at it, and you know, drive-ins, and there were, you know, now, you know, you get maybe 10 movies a week.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, it used to be so many.
Oh yeah, I remember as a kid, those American International movies that were made to Vincent Price.
Let's say you're a 21-year-old kid right now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say that you're a 21-year-old kid, and you get to be 21, and you say, "Okay, I have a new goal in life. My goal in life is to watch every movie that's been released since the day I was born." It's possible. You could physically do that now. Me, as somebody that was born in 1962, let's say I decided to do it when I was 21. So, okay, I decided in 1983, I'm going to watch every movie ever made from, it would be impossible. Because there were so many movies being made. Now there's not.
Right.
And I'm not talking about movies made for streaming. I'm talking about movies that get a theatrical release.
or 10 movies that are superhero sequels, Disney nonsense, remakes of 80s movies.
But that's the difference. I couldn't when I was 21. I couldn't decide I'm going to watch every movie. For one thing, there were probably already movies that didn't exist anymore already. There were probably lost movies already.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there were.
People think movies are just lost in the silent times. No, there's lost movies from the 60s. There's tons of them.
Well, out of 27 movies that are out right now, 5 of them are new this weekend.
Oh,
okay. See, it's not very many.
Well, for a average week, I guess we're in average weekends now because the summer cinema season is over, basically. So anything that comes out now is kind of like not expected to do well anyway. So I don't know why they waited so long to put that Transformers movie out.
No, late September. Yeah.
And
you said there was 27 movies out. What's number 27?
What's number 27?
Yeah.
It is. I have to scroll to the bottom. It is a little movie called Happy Clothes, a film about Patricia Field.
Okay. Never heard of it.
I'm sure you've never heard any of the stuff in the last 15 or so. But anyway, it's a fine movie made by the Greenwich Studio.
Oh, okay.
And
next week, I think it's next week, there's going to be a movie out called One Hand Clapping.
Oh, see.
But I have it right over there on my DVD. So.
Oh yeah, but it's gonna get a theatrical release.
Oh, okay, it'll be bigger.
Yeah. So anyway, Happy Clothes this weekend made 10,000 money on their opening weekend. Yeah, wow.
At least buying burgers.
Yeah. But these are all like what do you call them, art house movies, I guess.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, they are out somewhere.
Yeah, so. But that's what I'm saying. But there would be hundreds of those every week.
Right.
Back in the 50s and 60s.
Right.
Well, here they just showed like the top 27, I guess.
Yeah.
But
that's probably all there is now. This is what I'm saying. That's probably all there is now. And there used to be hundreds.
So if you're wondering how the latest Alien movie is doing, it's been out for 6 weeks and it's only made 103 million.
Right, bad.
That's domestically.
Yeah, again.
I gotta put that in so Tim doesn't get mad at me.
Well, yeah, because everybody has poverty, and the United States isn't even a third of what they do.
Yeah,
worldwide. So.
Okay, but I do have a click for international box office. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see if I get anything out of it. Okay. So oh no, this is last week. Oh, maybe they don't have something for this week yet. Just last weekend. So okay, click here for most complete weekend. All right, I'll do that. So, this is Australia. Wait a minute. Oh wow, Australian movies are gonna rule hundreds. But the top movie in Australia is Beetlejuice.
Oh, okay.
But it only made like 4 million. 4 million doesn't sound like a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
So, like counting Australia doesn't really bump up the numbers much.
No.
Well, I guarantee the first week it opened in Australia, it probably did really big numbers. Yeah. And you add all of this up. This is why, I watch resellers, and I want tons of resellers now don't want to sell anything under $20. But I'm like, if it's easy to list and it's $10 and you're making 9 on it, let's say, I mean, those add up. I mean, if it doesn't take a lot of time, and I don't understand why these people, why just throw this stuff away? I mean, our dumps are getting filled with useful stuff because it's not worth much money, and it's like that. I have problems with this. I have little numbers add up. I mean, McDonald's got to be one of the biggest companies in the world by selling like 15-cent hamburgers.
Oh yeah.
Little numbers add up.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Might be. Yeah.
I don't know. Crazy. But I can tell you what the number 1 movie in Turkey is right now.
What's the number 1 movie in Turkey?
Turkish Star Trek.
No. No. The number 1 movie in Turkey is Beatle Check.
In Turkey.
It is. That's what it's got listed. Beatle Check. But they don't have, like, for Italian or in Turkey and in the UK, the number 1 movie is Beetlejuice. So, like, okay, that's your big movie there. But some of them,
and you got to understand too that there aren't as many people. Like Australian is a huge country, but it doesn't mean that there's billions of people living there. There's not. It's not population wise. Australia is not a very large country compared to like United States. It's just not, and neither is the UK, and neither. But you add up every country in the world that's showing these movies, and you get quite a significant amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
Ask me what the number 1 movie in Spain is.
What's the number 1 movie in Spain?
Betelgeuse.
So in other words, America is basically the only country left making movies. That's what you're telling me.
No, not true. Not in Slovenia. The number 1 movie is Borderlands.
Yeah.
That must be the latest movie with those 2 guys. I forgot their name already. The handsome one and the big bearded one. I forgot their names.
Might be.
Those 2. No, but in Slovakia, the number 1 movie is Mickey. Miki.
Wow. Mickey?
The number 2 movie is Vini. Viny.
Wow.
And the number 3 movie in Slovakia is Ja Zudik 4.
Wow. Okay.
So, like, no Beetlejuice there.
Know that.
So.
Wow.
Hello, Steve Wilkos. What? No way. You're not it, Steve Wilkos. No way. But look, we do have Beetle Brad.
It's Beetle Brad's here.
Hi there.
Hey, feeling better?
How are you feeling, Beetle Brad?
Finally, yeah. I'm not out of the woods, but I'm feeling a whole lot better. So
Good.
finally doing a little better. Yeah. How y'all doing?
Pretty good.
We do.
I just said.
I tell you, I've been sick as
I can see there's been stuff going on since I've been reading the movie chat. So, dang.
I think we're getting some.
You guys talking about movies? Is that what the type?
We're just kind of throwing around stuff.
Yeah. Well, even if you're a Beetle Brad rules. Yeah. Cool. Thank you. Yeah. All of a sudden, I got all these new people. Like, hello from New Jersey.
Oh, hello, Bernie Gers.
Yeah, sure.
Hi. Enjoy the channel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing, Tim and Robert?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in earlier.
Yeah, he was here.
Yeah, Robert was on earlier. I was watching.
Yeah, that's good.
I was watching. Good to see you guys. Yeah, it's good to finally be back. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, goodness. Yeah. It's a raid.
There might be. Yeah.
1,000 trolls have shown up.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
But do they know anything about the international box office, though?
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Like the #1 movie in most markets and countries is Beetlejuice. So,
Oh, wow. Are any of you going to go to One Hand Clapping? Speaking of movies.
No.
I don't think it's shown in my area.
It's not showing in my area, but I wouldn't go anywhere.
It's here in about 7 different movie theaters next weekend, I think. And Tom Agnetti says, "Come on over, we'll go," but he didn't say where.
Oh wow!
Tom,
come on, Tom, come on, man.
You know it's showing in Livonia and Auburn Hills and Ypsilanti and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, come on over, Doc. Let's go see One Hand Clapping, and he didn't say where. I'm going
to it. I mean, it's so sold out where I am that they gave you assigned seats.
Ooh, okay.
Whoa.
I only have one theater and it's not showing. So.
Oh wow.
That's it. One theater.
I had a choice of different theaters, but I was like, well, okay, this is closer.
I've got new brakes, so I can go anywhere now.
Oh boy. They don't squeak or grind.
I didn't want to go anywhere with bad brakes. So.
Yeah, really.
Oh, I know. We were getting tired of looking at your ceiling, Brad.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well.
Or your hand. Your hand. There was a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Did you guys didn't miss the ceiling and all that? I mean, that's
in the hand. Yeah.
Well, no, not really. We will always remember what it was.
We got it. Video.
We got that.
And now, right here on our ceiling, we've got
Brad's hand. Yes.
After we get the dancing bear off, I picked up a record the other day. And I was anxious to show Tim because I know Tim would be excited to see this. Maybe. Maybe not, man. Oh, man.
I have to take a finger at this guy that's trying to get on right now. I'm sorry. I don't know who the heck you are. For all I know, you're going to stand up and show us your package. So, no, you're not getting on. Sorry.
Oh, he's down there in the...
Down there, yeah.
Okay. No,
I see you down there, but that doesn't mean you're getting on.
That don't mean nothing.
It says, "Can I come chat?" And I'm going like, I don't know who the heck you are.
I have that, Brad.
I figured Tim might have this album, so I was kind of anxious to show it because it's a little bit different. It's a white label promo.
Well, I don't have a promo.
Yeah. So it's a white label radio station promo. I thought that was kind of cool. And as I jokingly say sometimes in my videos, it even came with a record.
Whoa! Yes, a white label. Yes, and it's Columbia.
It's actually really in great shape.
Yeah.
Plays on both sides very nicely.
Now, I couldn't read the title. Which one is that? Because there's 2 of them.
Yes.
They did a pop one and a rock one.
We're off to the races. Let's see.
I couldn't see the titles.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's the pop one.
Oh, okay.
I have them both. The rock one has Bob Dylan on it, which is
I figured you had
find him on very many various artist albums.
So you ready for my bargain on this one?
Yeah, go.
35 cents.
Ooh. Sounds good.
I'll show more later, but I decided to show you that. But I saw that and I was just like, oh man, I gotta show Tim. Tim will be proud of me.
Wonderful. Yes.
Did you find like a dozen Donovan albums, or was that just me?
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Then I picked this up at my regular record store, which I like Dusty Springfield.
Well, I picked that. I bought that at Barnes and Noble.
Okay, yeah. No, actually, I got this in my record store instead of Barnes and Noble, but yeah.
Because isn't it a Barnes and Noble exclusive? I thought it was.
It is, yeah. It says
okay, but the record store had it, yeah. Because I picked that up only because it has Spooky on it, and I wanted Spooky on vinyl.
Oh, Spooky is so good.
Well, her version of Spooky, I'm sorry, I like the classics and I like the Atlanta Rhythm section, but her version of Spooky just rules.
Oh, it's just smooth.
Ooh.
So you ready for this one?
Yes, go. Do it. Oh no!
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Mine's the same color.
Yeah.
And it's on both sides.
Wow. Ooh.
It looks like it's cough drop flavor.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a clear mud.
Yeah.
That's what they kind of said. Isn't that kind of right, I guess? Tim? Is that what they said?
Pretty much.
I don't remember what it says. I'm looking for mine right now. It should be at my feet.
I got a couple other ones, but I can show later.
Okay.
But it's good to be back. Oh my
I'm
God.
glad to have you back. Yeah.
Yes, and in good health from the look of it.
Looks good.
Yeah, looks like good health.
Is there tons of Beatles stuff coming out or what? Beatles and solo Beatles. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I go down for a couple weeks here and being off, and man, there's so much stuff that I couldn't do a video. I was going to do a video about all the stuff coming up, but this just.
Well, I'll tell you what's coming up is a lot of trolls. There are so many trolls out there right now. Not only that, but we're over 3 hours.
Yeah.
So it's just as well we're going to have to shut this stream down. You trolls are going to be so sad about this, but yes.
Bye. Thursday.
Don't tell them the trolls that.
Yeah, come back Thursday.
See you Thursday, trolls.
See you Thursday, trolls.
So, like, hey, we're going to shut down, but we'll be back on a day that you don't know, all right?
Yes, and Doc will be here. Doc will be back next Thursday.
We'll be on the Afterglow show. Okay, here we go.
We'll be back on Friday afternoon at 2 p.m.
No, wait, no.
No hockey pucks this time.
No hockey pucks.